Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30.
Welcome to the Fins Tailgate. It's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. We live that aqua and orange from the field to the mic. Breaking down the plays, man, we talk it every night. From Tua to the defense, you know we keep it tight. NFL moves, you know we got the insight. We open up the floor, yeah, it's your time to shine. Fans drop the heat with opinions realigned. You got concerns, bring them, we're gonna chime. The Fins Tailgate's where we keep it prime. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. The NFL's changing, but we stay on the grind. Latest breaking stories, we don't waste no time. From the trades to the rumors, we make them all align. At the Fins Tailgate, we always on the climb. We're repping the Dolphins, but it's NFL-wide. From South Beach to the league, we keep it worldwide. Got the fans engaged with the energy supplied. Come kick it at the tailgate, we're riding high tide. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. So if you love the game, you know we got the gate. Tune in, speak out, don't wait. It's your fate, this is the Fins Tailgate. Now watch us dominate. Miami Dolphins, NFL, yeah, we integrate.
Whoops. What is happening, Dolphin fans? And welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate with your host, El Capitan. Now, guys, it's been a minute, right? Life be life in Capitan. I'm spinning a lot of plates these days. I haven't been doing the show. Certainly not like how I did the first 2.5 years. A lot of moving parts. You know, we celebrated 4 years just, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. Content's down, numbers are down, and I blame the Dolphins, right? I'm not going to lie. I blame the Dolphins. This is the most uninteresting football team I've seen ever, right? It's just, it's just uninteresting. I get it. We're on like a win streak right now, and we got the Jets coming up, and it's just like you can't even buy like the maybe of something. And then like you can't even buy or even sell like what's the right thing to do. Keep Mike McDaniel, fire Mike McDaniel. You know, we need to pull it to the studs. It's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's really a hard time right now to be a Dolphin fan on a win streak, no less. Like, dude, if I'd have told myself at any point, that, hey, we're going to be on a 3-game win streak and we're not going to be happy, I would have never believed that. God damn, this fucking dickhead is fucking spamming the chat on kick. I'm going to have to fucking get rid of it, though. Boom. Sorry about that, everybody. Hit the like button, everyone. Along with the Dolphins being uninteresting to the umpth degree, right? Like, there's no drama. There's not even like good pushback from two and ears anymore. It's gotten boring. Like fighting against the two and ears that obviously couldn't see what I've been talking about and me and the fellas been talking about for 4 years. They can see it now and kind of miss them. Kind of miss them. I also, it's gotten this team like what's salvageable minus Devon Achan and the inside linebacker play right now. What's salvageable? Sick enough. Like I think you gotta. First of all, Devon Achan looks like he's, I mean, bro, there's a chance that if he continues at the pace that he's continuing and goes unstopped, well, Mofo could be offensive player of the year. Could you imagine? Could you imagine this Dolphins team has the offensive player of the year? Hit the like button, everybody. I see YouTube's doing that thing again where sometimes it puts the name and sometimes it puts the ats or something. What's going on, Flava J? Hooked up Joe, Nightmare in here. Jamie, what's good, dog? Hit the like button. Cat in the Hat, Miami J Kid. Greg, I don't watch soccer, Greg. I don't. Sorry. Just not physically or violent enough of a sport for me. It's just not. It's my nature. I think something along with just being a physical activity is like also like the ultimate equalizer with the psychological battle when it's a fucking like when physical pain is involved in the competition, that's not just one type. It's not just athleticism versus athleticism anymore. It's psychological. It's why I like the UFC. It's why I love football because I love UFC fighting, but that's just one guy, and that's incredible too. But watching a symphony of 11 guys on the field at the same time, and you got like 60 dudes on a team that are like working together to make perfection on the field in a violent way. It's mentality wise, it's something as well. So it's wild this game. I don't know. Beyond Beef Leaf, I don't know who that is, but salute to the homie. I'm guessing it's somebody I know, but the name thing on the YouTube has got it. I know this is that's Two of Tuesdays, or it used to be Two of Tuesdays. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. What's up, Vamos, Liz? Cap, if Color brings the orange mic back and put on the suit again, numbers will go up. Fuck. Jay Miami might be on Miami kid might be on to something. Color, who's in the back along with Tonk. I'm going to be dropping the mic for the boys here momentarily. The purple suit and the orange microphone might have to come back. It's you know what it is? It's like all things. When the battle is won, I don't feel good. When I was trying to tell people for years about, listen, we got talent. We got, what's up, Linda? We've got, decent coaching here and there and the moves that were made over time. Like the Vic Fangio move. Sorry, that was a sensible, good move. And if you don't believe me, look at the son of a bitch the fucking following year with the defense and what he did and how that, like, it was right. It was a right move. But it wasn't working. Wasn't working with a Vic Fangio. You couldn't bring a seasoned fucking vet that, with the talent you possessed, you couldn't get anything. Oh, word up. Okay. What's up, El Cap? Send my Jag some love, brother. Much love, my dude. Hope the family's doing good, man. It's Christmas time. So, and we got all that going on. I appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, the Jaguars are they're keeping their head above water. I don't know. What's up, CCRR? So yeah, it's kind of hard to then, in retrospect, when you're telling everybody about like you're doing the right things, but you're not in this sport, in this game, like to be even as competitive as we were. That's why the 2023 season it was special, right? Like the team, the play calling, the everything really seemed like damn. And you can kind of catch motherfuckers off guard with something like that too. Like a team like that getting hot at the right time, which we didn't. We got cold at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? You could run into the playoffs and make noise and really catch people slipping, in which case you then now have experience, you have things you need to learn, you make adjustments and hopefully you get better. But ultimately, what just was painfully apparent was how yes, we can win football games, but in the NFL to win big games, you can't just win with a quarterback. You're going to need them to be the reason you do win the game. Down on windpipe on that. You need a quarterback to win you the games. You don't just need a quarterback you can win with. Every now and again, you're going to have to win because of that guy. Not all the time. And when you are a team that can only win because of that guy, and you see these coaches too, they like just fuck it, fuck the game plan. We can't go win us the game, Josh Allen. That's what that looks like. That's how the Dolphins just beat him. That game that the Dolphins beat the Bills in, and thank God, was because ultimately the offense wasn't moving and the Dolphins got a little up and they kind of threw the baby out with the bathwater and said, Josh, go win us this football game now, please. And I was like, oh, that's how you lose. That's how I've watched that team do it since they got Josh Allen. Since they got the motherfucker. And if you don't know exactly what it looks like, watch like the 2 years of Josh Allen. They were just he was fucking running around like they were winning and he looked cool doing some stuff, but they was throwing a lot of interceptions, a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad plays. The defense was winning, they were competitive, blah, blah, blah. But that's a double-edged sword. Because when you build a good team and you only ask a guy like that to do it, break glass in case of emergency, or you only dial it up on certain plays because you kind of throttle a motherfucker, right? Like I just watched Manny Diaz fake a punt and pick it up on a scoring drive for Duke right now that are playing in the ACC championship. We're going to get into some of that college talk too. But that's the kind of play calling you dial up and stuff like that. And I watched fuck, you could have watched last 2 years, the Bills be looking that kind of way. And I know they're kind of selling in now because they're getting better balance, right? But, you take away their balance and then you put them down 7-10 points and Josh Allen is having to do everything on a drive. You watch what happens. The fatigue sets in. You ask too much. He short arms a throw. He kind of huffs and puffs. He gets flat-footed in the pocket because you're wearing him down. You're on a drive, and you're like, yo, run, throw, pass, scramble, 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 throw. Okay, now dive for it's 3rd and 1. You're going to do a QB dive. Okay, now I want you to air it out. It's like, and I get it. And you kind of put that pressure on him, but you get those mistakes out of those guys too. I don't think we could ever ask Tua to put together certain drives that I see other quarterbacks do routinely. Sometimes ending really good, sometimes not ending so well. The fact is, not only could I not call a drive like that, in a lot of ways, I can't call certain plays. There's limitations. Now, there's a few quarterbacks that have everything. There's maybe only a handful. And then there's even less that have, more than one thing. But you need at least one thing. And by my calculus with watching Tua, even in the year the Dolphins doing good, what was the one thing? And that was the part where I had immense reservations of the football team and where it could potentially go. And I hated pushing against winning and the fun. Bro, I had fun too, dude. I had fun too. Purple suit, doing dances. I even sold Tua bullshit because it was fun. We had a good time. But deep in my brain, and you guys see now, and I made no bones about it. I told the truth on this program. You were never gonna get the type of victory we want. You weren't gonna win enough home games in the East to play a home playoff game with a guy like Tua. And I knew it. Now, listen, you put Tua in, I don't know, fuck. The NFC South, he probably could win that division. Just how shaky it is, how the bottom rotates to the top, You put him in the West on some year and you put him on Seattle with a defense. Yeah, he could play. But here in the AFC, in the Southeast, in what is essentially the SEC of football of the NFL, shit ain't gonna make it, dude. It's not. It's not. Wasn't gonna work. That flash West Coast bullshit looks good. It scores points. But hard-nosed 12 and 13 man personnel fucking beat the shit out of you. Run with good play action pass and defenses that give you fits, whether it's dialing up blitzes, picking out footballs, or fuck, we don't care. The motherfucker just punch a football right up out of that bitch. That's that Southeast football shit, dog. That's what we know around here. That's what we love. Hit the like button, everybody. I see the cat drug in some fucking wannabe rapper. I don't know who this guy is. Don't know who he is. What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? Ghost, I see you. Somebody important. Take a little trip with me, please. Hit the like button, everybody. And that kind of leads me to now. I had a good time living in your guys' delusion. And I don't mean you in particular, but I say the royal yous, the Utes, as some would say. And I had a fun time playing in the delusion because, it was kind of like looking at it through the eyes of a young fan, someone who has not been weathered, worn, and torn over decades of not just loving the team, but loving it as obsessively as someone who would make a YouTube channel for it. I see some of the memory, but I got fucking shit that, I've lost everything else in my life for a million of reasons. Shit I would have hung on to, but I promise you, I didn't lose any of my football shit. None. I had all of it for forever, and I'll fuck around. I might get buried with it, and I'll give it to the kids or some shit. Anyhow, when I say that I knew that this team wasn't going anywhere, and that's kind of where, to this point, leads me to where, you know what? I'm burnt out on this football team, even while they're winning. Because what are we and Dolphin fans are burnt out. I don't give a shit. This win streak is not bringing anyone back. Ticket sales are down, viewership is down, views on content creators are down. And yeah, okay, there's still some of those ones that are kind of doing what they're doing, and some of the other ones are still paying the money for it because God bless you. And then others that, they got their kind of regular routine-y shit, and that's cool, man. But like straight up fans, I mean, to what? Right? What's going on? What the fuck kind of future? What do we got? What do we got? What's the and to me, that's why what's up, Mr. Polk? Salute, my brother. Home of TFTG. Thank you, Mr. Polk. What's it? I mean, I like to win football games. I like to watch my team win them. I like to cheer that on. But I know this organization. I know this owner. I know how this team works. And we're either heading towards sub 500 football season. This is kind of my pre-season prediction anyhow. I told you guys we will probably win 8 games. I said 7 to 8, 9 if we're lucky, but 9, but whatever number 7, 8, or 9 will equate to not going to the playoffs. And it looked to me like it's going to be like 7 or 8. This team, for what though, right? Like to then, I don't know. Are we heading for a year too long? Tannehill gets injured season. Year too long with Joe Philbin, fire him early interim head coach season. We know this ownership, and Stephen Ross is the kind of guy that, takes a little too long to make the decision. He rides it for just a little bit too long. Hence the examples I just gave. Is that where we're going, or is it going to be the off season where they get rid of the coach, no matter how many games he wins? They, in a short while, search for a general manager and a head coach. Because right now we only got a placeholder at general manager. Whether he gets the job or not, like I don't see better on the horizon. Because I can only think of what the Dolphins have done in the past, because this ownership group, they love to they have very blatant patterns. I don't know if you guys could see them or not. They're fucking blatant. I mean, you can almost set your watch by how this organization operates. And I think we're getting ready to head towards like a real stale, 2 years, bro. Like really stale. Like next year's going to be we fire Mike McDaniel after week 6 because he went fucking 5-1, or 1-5, excuse me. And we fire him after a bad loss to the Jets, who we should have beaten, and the Jets were fucking whatever, and we're at the bottom of the division, and Tua's, soft tissue injuries all year, and we got a fucking douchebag McGee at GM. We got the guy we got now just playing GM, and we have another washed out season. And then it's just a gross washout season where Dolphins going to carry dead cap. They're hemorrhaging. People are fucking jumping ship everywhere. Is that what I got to look forward to in 2026? This season is so fucking lame. It's ruining next season. It's hard, bro. It's hard. And I've got a little bit of something here. So there's a guy on X. He has an account, says make throwbacks permanent. He's always posting things, and this is kind of one of the things he posts a lot. Let me pull it up here. He posts this this graph of the Dolphins logo, and since the changing of the logo, how the team has been precipitously worse, right? And here we are at the original inception of the team, which the first years since 66, the Dolphins those first couple of years were real bad until they hit the 70s, started winning. and then you could see how it just keeps continuing to rise after all the years. In fact, the Dolphins were the most winningest organization of all time. And then right around 2000, what was it, 8 or so, somewhere around there, they changed and they changed the logo to the fish we have now and not the dolphin we used to have with the cool helmet. And we just dropped. And I said, I get it. It's the throwbacks. I understand this guy's account, what he's trying to push. He wants the throwbacks to become permanent against literally the name. Well, I just tried to give a little bit of context to his graph. I just wanted to point out that right here on this red line that I put at 2008 is when Stephen Ross bought the team. I just want let me help everybody out here. This is a graph of your beloved Miami Dolphins. Beloved. Now, look at here all the way. Just skyrocketing. Back in 2004, I graduated high school then. Dolphins were the apex of winningness. Okay? The apex. To then 4 years later, this guy buys us on a down, and we have never. I mean, dude, we're just slipping, just falling down. Color, Tonk, what's up, gentlemen? And we've got somebody else in the back coming up here.
I just want to say that was what's up?
What's up, Shake?
Damn, Shake.
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me? How's my audio?
Yeah, man. Damn.
What's going on, guys?
I haven't even got a new cat yet, and it's already dragging stuff in, man.
Yeah. The old cat left this in there. We just found it.
But yeah, Kappa, I just want to say to the person who made that graphic, brilliant use of NFL Fast R. I love it. I've been on the R trip for the past week and a half. And there's a library called NFL Fast R, and it allows you to put all this stuff together like this very easily with a few lines of code that's very similar to like Python. But
somebody made this graph a couple years ago.
Yeah,
it was just added on to it.
Yeah, it's just I can see by the border and how it's laid out. Like, yeah, there's this the programming language that all the analytics departments use. It's called R, and they have you can like basically do all these like analytics and like comparisons and correlations and historical stuff, and you can put them all in nice little graphs like that. Very easy to use. I've got one for tonight's show, as a matter of fact. Whenever
is that right? Look at you.
Oh yeah, I've been a busy little body learning lately.
So, Tonk, Shake, what do you gentlemen think of this graph that has been put together here?
Well, you know what? I was on Spaces and we're talking about Stephen Ross. And did you realize that his very first act, when we're talking about Chris Greer, how he takes away power from football guys and gives it to non-football guys like Brandon. He has Marvin Allen, Marvin Allen, Reggie McKenzie, Chris Greer, but that yet
don't forget about the mathematicians in that they got from Cleveland too, Shake.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yo, and the sports medicine scientist that he brought over from soccer that he was all proud about. Remember that?
What is this? What is this? Mount Shitmore?
What's going on?
Real quick, Cap, I did want to point out though, you see how it goes up to a peak and then dips a little bit and then goes up again? I almost, in my mind, I thought that has to be 1988 right there.
That's Tua's.
And it sure is 1988. So basically, if you look at that first major dip, right? Yeah, you got it right there.
Yeah, right
We
here.
haven't even gotten back below that low, right?
Yes.
And that is at which point we drafted Richmond Webb and Keith Sims.
But no,
That's amazing. That is a cool graph, dude.
Yeah, that is a cool graph.
Here's what's
I like-
wild,
I
gentlemen.
like the little one looks like an iceberg that knocked down the Titanic out over there in the.
Oh yeah. But if you notice, in the stock world, we call that a head and shoulders pattern, bro. And that means that there's going to be a major drop coming pretty soon.
Yes.
Dude. I hate to
Yes,
burst
that I can
everybody's bubble.
feel it, Color. Like,
Yeah,
again,
you've been on the
I'm a
upswing for
patterns.
too long.
Well, here's the thing, right? Okay. So here, just beyond this line right here, this is Dan Marino's last season. Right here where my cursor is. That's his last season. The team did fine for those few years after. We stayed on our trajectory, also still carrying us from all the winning we had done over years and the undefeated season, and that's how metrics work.
And that red line represents the last time we won the AFC East, as well as the firing of Tony Sperano.
Mm-hmm. And look at this is in 2008 when he purchased this team.
I would take
Look
Tony
at
Sperano back.
precipitous drop every freaking 4 years. Boom, drop, flat line. 4 years.
We've never made
It's
a
like,
new
look,
high.
a drop and then a flash in the pan and then
Yeah.
a drop again.
That's right.
And
Well,
then-
flat line and then
Newer
a
high
down.
since then. See that, Tunk? We've never made a newer high since then. We're close, but we haven't ever made a newer high.
Just get back to where we previous was, but we go lower and then we come back to the previous.
We
but then
we,
go
we
lower.
only we just
They
get
call
we
that a
get-
bearish pattern.
Yeah, what we do is we get just beneath our plateau of our last up, and then we go down again after our plateau. We plateau off and then go down, and then this is what it looks like when
And we also create a new low every time. We create a new swing low every
That's what
time.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
this data metric is what it looks like when a
Yeah.
company is liquidating out its assets and
He's
just
been doing that for a
draining them.
while.
He's been
Yeah, they
draining
call
this
this
bit.
This is called a pump and dump.
He's
So
been
back
A
in
pump and dump, dude. It's a fucking
Oh,
pump and dump.
man,
Yeah, so
that's
back in
dark, dude.
wherever that red line meets
That's
the
work.
aqua line
That's
back in the
nasty work
60s,
right there.
that's when the pump and dump scheme started. We got
That's
up to
it,
where
buddy.
up to the top
2008.
and just started selling off.
2008.
pump and dump is what we do to some women at prom.
What is this? A massage parlor? Like, what's going on here? Is this
No,
is
but
this
what I
Military Trail and Summit Boulevard?
Hell
Yes.
yeah. Is
But
this-
no, no,
this-
but what I want,
this-
what I really want to say was,
30
go ahead,
Summit
Jake.
right there
Oh.
on Military.
Go ahead, Shake.
no, that if you notice, Stephen Ross' first act was to take power away from Bill Parcells and give it to Jeff Ireland. That's where
right.
that's where the downfall really began. You had a guy with football pedigree, and you give it to fucking Jeff
I mean, there's
Ireland.
some kind of football pedigree, you know, like
Well, see here, if you remember how it went down, and I do, the previous ownership purchased along with like a bundled up sale. We got the big tuna. He was coming in, and remember they were like, oh, the big tuna, Bill Parcells, he's coming in, and the team gets sold. And as new ownership comes in, remember what Ross wanted to do. He wanted this flashiness. People forget he wanted this like flashes. He wanted the team to be what it is now, is the like Hollywood, Miami flashy lifestyle that embodies the product. And Parcells was like, no, we need a 3 yards in a cloud of fucking dust, hard-nosed fucking football team is what we need. And he saw that it was going to be not a football team, that it was going to be this. Ireland came in as the bought and paid for henchman, but also you got to remember Ireland is a Bill Parcells guy. you guys forget that Ireland is off of Parcells' tree. The odd thing is that was the sell ultimately, was that no, we still have Parcells. It's Ireland's guy. And they sold that narrative for like 2 years after Parcells been out of the fucking building. And then they started flip switching it to him being the problem and that we needed to get away from. It's so, dude, it was such a weird time. Remember when they rolled out the orange carpet for the Gators?
Mm-hmm. I just real quick, I just want to say, Cat in the Hat says, "What do you know about military and Summit?"
How you
What you
think
mean,
I talk
Doug?
about it the way I do?
Well, I'm just saying that's where my flower shop is. I was just over there the other day.
Dog, I used to ride by there.
That's where I buy my herb.
Dog.
That's
I used
it.
to ride
That's
by there on my bicycle.
yeah. That's where we went to fucking whatchamacallit, Tom.
Yeah,
the
there's a
fucking
Publix.
the head
There's a
shop.
Publix.
Hey,
That's
man.
Summit's Publix, bro. There's Publix right there in McDonald's.
I all over the
and
place right there, man. That was my.
the only
know.
Bell's outlet left on the planet is over there.
You think I'm on this podcast because I don't know?
Nah, dog.
Hey, and just so you know, Stephen Ross got his undergraduate in the University of Florida, so he's a
Oh,
Gator.
yeah.
Got in.
Yeah, he's a Michigan guy. He's a Gator. He's a Miami guy. He's everything
that's
he
why
buys.
his
Matter of
undergraduate is Florida.
Matter of fact, just to cap that off real quick, Cat in the Hat's comment. The last attempt on the president's life was made about 2 blocks east of that intersection.
Oh yeah,
What's up, Cap?
that fucking nut job.
Blocks east of that intersection.
What happened? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
The last attempt made on the president's life was about 2 blocks east of that intersection, Cap.
Yeah,
Trump International Golf Course is like about a quarter mile east of that intersection.
the only place I know is the places that ain't there no more. And we used to party across from the jail over in a spot right there off of Palm Beach Canal. It was a spot. It was just on the other side of that.
About that before. That was Chris Topher's house, man. I don't know if we're the same person or not, but it probably is because he had
It's
the
gotta
only
be.
party house off that canal right there, man.
It's gotta be. Well, but no, we were out. We were just partying in the woods that were over there. And,
right there behind T's. Well,
yeah,
formerly.
right there behind T's. That's right, right behind that strip club.
That neighborhood. That's the neighborhood I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a jailbreak the night we were throwing a fucking massive keg party.
Nice.
They're throwing a big, gigantic party. Everything going on.
Are they the ones that supplied the drugs?
No, it was. I don't know. We won't say who it was, but we were throwing this.
In the 80s, everybody was doing drugs.
No, this was fucking 2000s color.
Oh,
This is like 2003, 2, something like that. And like it's a party over there. Like, and there was probably there was over 1,000 people because it like the whole place got filled up.
You saw when we went over there to go to the bar. All that's cleared out. All that's airport land now.
Yeah, well, it was airport land.
Really deep in, you still have the old families that lived back there, but the whole front area is all cleared out land. And there's a gas station, a new car lot.
Yeah, none of that shit was there when that was where we were partying. Right off that fucking that causeway on the backside, and
so that was pretty interesting coming full circle that night at the bar. It was like
I know a couple of spots.
Few.
I know a couple. And then so fucking damn police helicopter shows up with a fucking spotlight right on the whole thing. And there's hundreds of fucking
they
kids
flew
from
a
all
helicopter over 3 blocks down the road to check you all out.
And dude, they had fucking cops
Slush Pony still
swarming
do.
everywhere. There was so many cops, but no one was getting arrested. They just came up there and were trying to run us up out of there because there was a jailbreak. And I was thinking, fuck, if those guys that were in a jailbreak came right here, they'd never would have caught them. They'd have never got them. They're gone, So it was a funny story over on that spot. So yeah, I know where the fuck military at.
Hell yeah, man. That whole
Anywho.
area, man, from Forest Hill and Military all the way to Southern and like Congress, bro. That whole area is our stomping grounds, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell, more
So,
like
yeah,
from Lake Worth Road, more like from Lake Worth Road to Southern, and from like 441 to like A1A, man. That's our stomping ground.
So, yeah, I'm looking at these numbers, and the Dolphins tomorrow should move to 6-7. We should handle the Jets. The Jets are literally not even paying attention to film on the Dolphins right now as an organization. They're watching the Ohio State Indiana game right now to look at Mendoza, and who's hot and cold. He still looks Mendoza's got the talent, dude. Like, I see him, he's got the talent. I don't know if he's got the size or the strength. He's definitely got the talent, and he can maybe get the little bit more size and strength. I don't know. But does he have the fucking dog in him? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
I hear he's looking like Cuban Tua.
Yeah, that's what I hear too.
I think it's hard to see any dog in any of these guys because they still have like all the spotlights in their eyes, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know, this Ohio quarterback, you know, he's got he could put some spin on that shit, and he's a big boy. But
I mean, that's how you know. Like when you see guys like Andrew Luck that are true day one guys, you didn't see that in them. Like they already had a command of all their mental faculties coming into the league. You know what I mean? There was no question about that. But you don't find that very often. Most of these guys, even the really good ones that turn out to be really good, they look like deer in the headlights.
yeah, like
They have so much going on in their life right now leading up to the end of their college run. I mean, it's hard to say who really is showing any dog in their attitude. It could be all contrived. Everybody shows dog in their attitude when they're young. You know what I mean?
Agreed, but you know, maybe that's it too, Color. Like maybe it has to do with just the boys getting in front of they're grown
Thanks for
fucking
being a
monsters.
member.
Yeah, thanks, Bahana. None of these quarterbacks to me are worthy of like tanking your season for the number one pick. But I also don't see any reason for the Dolphins to try to not fucking do something. Like, I don't know, dude.
What round was? I mean, when was Patrick Mahomes picked? Like in the teens?
Nah, I think it was the 10th guy taken.
Yeah, he was the 10th pick because I remember.
Pick.
Yeah, because I remember that because Buffalo gave him that pick.
Right. So again, we're talking about all these teams seem to be able to do it without tanking. They find some way to move up in the draft or whatever. They rely on their scouting department. They find a guy and they say, we don't care where we're drafting. We're going to move up or move back or whatever we got to do to get that guy.
Man,
and nobody's going to see him coming.
I'm just peeking in over at the fucking Ohio game. And that fucking Ohio kid is tough, dude. He literally just shook off a sack that in more instances, not only would the quarterback have gone down, but it probably would have got blown dead. And, that's tough. Having all the talent is something you need to have, but the toughness and the fucking, I know. I
look at a guy real quick, Cap. I look at a guy like FSU's quarterback, and I'm like, that's the guy that would probably pan out in the league, believe it or not, and surprise everybody because the guy doesn't give up on plays.
He doesn't, but at the same, I do see what you're saying.
I can work with that
talent with that kid. There is some talent with him for sure. The FSU.
He can also get the ball in crazy places like Mahomes and Rodgers style. You know what I mean?
And also, he's got like a fucking like a calm, like Zen demeanor about him too.
He's just really short and really small. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like there again.
We're in the playoffs right now, or the MLS Cup. Inter Miami.
Yeah, I know. I heard. I don't really care about soccer. I don't, bro. Fucking bores me.
Listen to me hyping up an FSU. Have we fallen that bad that I'm sitting here hyping up an FSU quarterback?
Well, I'm
Like,
trying to see if
Well,
the
yeah, you're
Canes are
not a
going to get in.
Gators fan. What are you talking about? Of course.
I'm trying to see if the Canes are going to get in. I mean, the things we need to have happened.
Well,
I've been able to hype up Gators quarterbacks in my
so-
life, though, Tonk. Like, Gators don't bother me, dude. Not until Shake came along.
What's her name? So Georgia lost, which helps. But Duke might win, which hurts.
I don't.
No. Duke winning will help Miami.
I think Duke winning would help Miami
That's
more.
what I meant. That's what I meant.
To me, as I understood
if Virginia goes down, they're definitely out of the playoffs.
Well, I don't think Virginia would get in anyhow. But BYU getting not just losing, but getting slaughtered was good.
Did Alabama solve the Hurricanes Notre Dame debate?
Well, here's the thing. Let's get into it
tomorrow.
Let's get into it because BYU lost 34 to 7. They got stomped, and then Alabama lost to Georgia.
Got stomped out
7 to 31. Like they got whipped. They lost by 3 touchdowns.
And that was without the Miami quarterback playing for Georgia.
They just had no answer.
They had no answer. They had nothing.
He figured him out. Kirby
yes,
Smart. Kirby Smart has a history of that.
He definitely solved how they were
doing. Speaking of Kirby, I'm sorry, guys, to interrupt again, but speaking of Kirby, it's not Kirby, it's more Kirby Street.
No, it's
KRBY.
Yeah, I'm talking. Well, I got to talk Herb Street for a second.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Bro,
go with the Herb Street.
This man's going to talk about Miami Hurricanes fans crying when this man literally cries on television.
Yeah, well, that's what emasculated beta's got to do, Color.
Yeah.
Emasculated
and we're not just talking about once. This guy is like, he's known for crying on TV. Real tears.
Yeah.
Over stupid shit.
Yeah.
They don't even involve him.
Yeah. Like I
that's why they brought him over from the NCAA. He was crying too much.
And he's going to talk about Miami Hurricanes fans crying.
See, and look, Greg says he would look good in a Dolphins uniform. And you know what, Greg? That's the exact type of guy the Dolphins would love to hire around here. Some guy who would come up on here and cry.
We would take Kirby Smart in a fucking heartbeat.
I'll let him cry.
Well, better him than Kirby Dumb.
I'll be your cryberry.
I'll be your sad boy. I'll fucking play Little Peep. Could listen to some emo music. I don't give a fuck. I rock it.
I mean, I ain't never seen somebody that fit the definition of bleeding heart more than Kirk Herbstreit. And he's going to talk about us crying about the playoffs.
I said we'd throat chop him, Color.
I'm going to invite him on the show. Kirk, come tell us why we're crying.
The way in which I said to myself yesterday, early this morning when I put my bets in, I bet that I want all these things to happen because I think these would need to be the things to have happen for the Canes to get in. And not just get in, but maybe the Canes and Notre Dame to get in.
See, this is why I'm sorry. I love LLV, LILV.
No.
Lil V, you're awesome, bro. Lil V's awesome. Long time TFTG supporter. Appreciate you. But this is exactly why I can't stand Seminoles fans right here. It's funny how head-to-head games matter now, but 2 years ago it didn't against my Noles. You know when else it didn't matter, Lil LV? Back when you all took the national championship from Notre Dame when they beat you 45-24 on the football field. But it didn't matter for Bobby Bowden back then, so spare me. I'm sorry. You guys got your free one.
Bobby Bowden.
I don't forget nothing. Nothing. I don't forget anything. Period. Whatsoever. And I remember distinctly having to argue on behalf of Notre Dame fans that year because back when it was still straight vote, after all the bowl games were done, Notre Dame and Florida State were tied. And they had to have a straight vote to award the national championship. Did they do a co-championship? No. They voted for FSU after FSU got done not 3 weeks before that, whooping their ass on the field. 45-24, they beat FSU. It wasn't even close. And they still awarded FSU the national championship that year. So
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
and I remember arguing the same thing back then. That was like 20 years ago, and I was arguing the same thing. Does not the play on the field, on the gridiron, matter anymore
Damn, it's already
as to who is the better team?
it ain't the fourth quarter, dude. It's the third
This ain't
quarter.
baseball where we've got 500 games, and
Cap.
yeah, you could lose to a
it's the
worse
third quarter.
team. No,
We're just in-
football is football. You lose, you are the lesser team. End
Well,
of
again,
sport.
I put a bet in.
Yeah, but University of Miami ain't won since 2000.
Oh, what a fucking catch. What a catch.
Now, you notice Lil LV didn't respond, and that's why I respect Lil LV, because he knows what happened in that Notre Dame FSU debacle back then. He knows. He's licking his wounds. He's like, oh, color got me.
Yeah, but I mean, even a score right now, I don't know. I don't think it's too bad of us. I think these teams are really good, and it's gonna take fantastic plays. It's gonna fall on, the players to not make mistakes really in this game.
So again, as I was saying, I think the way in which they can't keep the Canes out has already kind of played out. I think you needed to have BYU lose and lose big, which they did. They lost by 26 points or whatever the hell it was, 27 points. And then you needed Alabama to lose, and not just lose, but lose big. And they lost by 3 touchdowns, 21 points. And then I said that another thing that could help the case for all of it is if Duke wins tonight in a not too good football game, like a low-scoring football game. And right now, it's 10-14 with Duke is up. I don't see how you could literally be trying to make it as you want the best teams in the playoff to play for it all. I think Alabama should be taken out, and I think BYU should be taken out, and I think Notre Dame and Miami should go in. That's what I think should happen.
And to be honest with you, I'm going to advocate for Notre Dame from that perspective, Kat, because I was actually impressed with how, I thought that their offensive line was going to be done by halftime, and them boys stuck it out in that brutal heat all the way till about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter before they finally succumb to our defense. I mean, I give Notre Dame all the credit in the world for their conditioning coming down here to South Florida in that kind of heat, and just, I mean, it wasn't that bad of a game. I mean, it was a good game. You know what I mean? So I do give them credit for that. I think it would be a travesty if both of these teams were not in the playoffs. Especially since we would love to be able to redo that game on a neutral field where they can't blame the heat.
Oh, shit. Now who's up?
Oh, it's only 10-6 in the fourth quarter.
What's up?
Well, Indiana just scored, and they're getting ready to go up 13-10.
That's why Ali ain't around.
And Ali, yeah.
Ali's busy, right? Ali's busy fanning right now.
Yeah, Ali is busy. Ali is
he
busy.
opened the elevator in fucking The Shining.
Ali's in a different universe right now. He's in that universe where we want to be left alone. We're fanning. We're straight fanning. Leave me alone.
He's probably got his Buckeye necklace on.
His Buckeye underwear on and shit.
He's got his Jim Tressel underwear on.
Yeah.
Don't they have like a dog or something for their mascot? What do
No,
they have?
it's a fucking big old
It's a
Cheerio
fucking
headed looking motherfucker.
it's the
Oh, that's
Buckeye.
right.
It's a big old Cheerio headed looking motherfucker,
Yeah.
dog.
He's got his plush, big old Cheerio head looking thing.
Yeah, it's fucking gray Cheerio. It's the dumbest
Big
mascot I've ever
zero,
seen in my
big
life.
zero on the front, big zero on the
fucking
jersey.
gray ass Cheerio looks all fucking gaunt and shit. Man, if Ali was here, he'd be cussing us out.
He'd be
right
like,
now.
"Fuck you, well, fuck you."
Yeah,
He probably got us on in his ear. He's like,
First of all, the fucking
"Motherfuckers, I'm gonna
Gators
get
are
'em."
fucking trash talking. You fucking know it. They're never coming back. And you boys are just hoping the fucking Canes can even get in. And then as soon as they scored, he'd come back. That's what I fucking thought. He fucking goes crazy on these bitches.
I
He's
mean,
probably
you
like,
know what?
God
It's
damn,
gotta be
man.
nice.
It's like, there
I
it is.
mean, I got to give it to Ohio State. Their last 3 head coaches have all won national
Bro, I wish the fuck I was an
No,
Ohio
maybe
State
they had
fan.
one
Hey,
more.
y'all remember what Dave Chappelle said about
They had
white
like
people
3
and
or
how they
4.
treat their friends?
It's like 4 at the max. And
Yeah, I wish
3
I was
of
a
them
fucking
won
Ohio
national
State fan.
championship.
They've won fucking national championships every fucking. They've been in multiple national championships and won multiple national championships over the
Yeah.
last 30 years. Like easy. Fuck these fucking. Duke got another flag.
Yeah, speaking of Brian Hartline the other day.
Oh yeah, I figured we'll probably be getting the news report on that later when the game's over. Yeah,
What's that?
Brian Hartline getting the job at USF.
Well, that's where
That's his door
Humble
back
beginnings.
into South Florida football, bro.
humble beginnings, my guy. Humble. Listen, bring them home. Why not? Fuck it. At least it'll be entertaining. Because right now I'm not even entertained by the Dolphins, and that was kind of my opening monologue. Like, dude, this team it's hard to get up for. It really is. It's hard to.
That says a lot coming from you.
I know, dude. Because here's the thing, right? Like,
But it's deserved, though. It's fucking, we've been dealing with bullshit for so long.
it's depressing, Cap for Life, because like depressing in the sense that like, okay, we're winning games against teams that are, minus the Bills game, but I don't know, it's just how like it's just so unsustainable, right? Like,
I thought you'd never ask, Cap.
well, hold on, Color, before you go into it, like think about this. When we were winning games with our defense, with Brian Flores' defense, it was exciting. It was turnovers. It was super exciting. And there was all these unknowns on the offense. Like now everything's just like stale. Like I get it. Achan's fucking incredible. But like dude, like what are we we're winning games as almost a power football team, which I've always wanted, but it just that we're not a power football team. We're just beating up on bad teams with power football at times. It's like what? Like I don't know, man. It's
Yeah, as soon as we go up against somebody that has the solution to power football in their toolbox, we lose.
yes. And like with no counterpunch, like nothing. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's not as if we can fall back to the finesse we were doing the previous years.
Yes.
Switch back and forth. I think that's what McDaniel's
it's not like
trying
we have
to
Old
develop.
Faithful.
But I think that's what McDaniel's actually trying to develop year over year. We just don't have the quarterback to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
it is what it is. You know? Real quick, Cap. Let's see here. Where'd this thing go? Oh, here we go. This, ladies and gentlemen,
This is called
is our studio.
This is
Hell
called
yeah.
It's not our studio, our studio.
No, as ours.
The R programming language.
Nah, Color. They don't need to know all that. Just
R
show them the fucking.
capital.
Don't show them all that.
Okay, so real quick, what I have here, I've got to do something different. Hold on, let me do this.
Yeah, Color. Don't show them behind the curtain, Wizard of Oz. Hit the like button, everybody.
Well, I showed that so they knew that I, in fact, created this. This is not anything that I regurgitated from somebody else.
Well, just like what I showed them earlier, color. This. I
Right.
created that, goddammit. Who do you think put that red line there? Me. I put the red line there. It's fucking
I
subjected
put,
to fucking.
I put the red line. This is my fucking work.
Listen, I
Now,
fucking
if
put
you
the
were
red
really
line
clever-
there.
So, Cap, that
started to
programming
show
platform I
already.
just showed you, if you were really clever, you could have had that thing put the red line right where you wanted to.
Nah, color. Look
did
how good
pick
my
right where
visual
he
aid
wanted
is right there. Look at that shit, dog. Look how good my shit is. Nice little red line put right where it was going to my subject. Ownership
I can
sucks.
see how
I didn't
steady
even
your
click
hand was on the
click
mouse with the
that strong.
I did it on my phone. I did it on my phone.
Yeah,
How
I
about
can
that?
see how steady your line drawing is.
Yeah, I'm on point, boys.
All right, so here we go. So this is the graphic that it produced. Okay, and as you can see, it's from the same thing as that graphic.
So you want
Cap
to
showed, you notice?
right.
It's fast R. It's this the other
Yeah, it's
person
just
using the same thing.
and for all of you that are on the internet looking at these fucking graphics, you see these fucking graphics pulled up all the time. So, color, why don't you go ahead and
Where are
explain
the Dolphins at? Oh,
what
they're
the
at
ball?
bottom left.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Okay,
let's
so
just
really
explain
quick.
to them the graph itself and how it works and what it's measuring and who's doing what and what's
Okay, so I didn't even actually have to come up with this. So when you start to learn how to use RStudio, there's a tutorial. And the reason a lot of people are using it is because they have an extensive NFL stat database that is updated in real time.
This is dope.
So you can literally pull any stats from 1999 till now and do all kinds of projections like season win totals, all kinds of stuff you can
So
project.
they're saying offense is the X line, which is up and down. The defense is
The horizontal.
Y.
Right. And what
Y
we're
is
looking at
offense.
is we're looking at the expected points
And X
per
is
play.
defense. Yeah, the X.
Expected point average per play, or expected points added per play is what it is.
So, color, why don't you? Can you use your cursor on this?
I can, but I can't see. I have to like do it blind. Like I have to go like this. So hold on, let me pull up the graphic. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah, I can see your
describe it.
cursor.
Okay, so let me go ahead and blow it up a little bit. I think I can blow
I
it
feel
up.
like I'm tutoring math right now.
Yeah. Well, I got to speak to you about that later, Tonk. Don't let me forget.
So
Okay, yeah.
So really quick, the vertical line, if you're on the right side of that vertical line, that means you have a positive expected points added per play on offense. If you're left of the line, that means your offense is taking points, is expected to take points away, or you're below your expected points added, which is the zero line. Okay.
Start over, color. The zero line, the gray line.
That means
Correct.
if you're right on
No,
the
red line.
on the vertical line, then that means you're expected to add 0 points to your team for per game.
Okay.
If you're on the horizontal line, that means your defense is expected to not have any points added against them. Okay, so a negative number on defense is good, which is why the axis is flipped. And so the higher, if you're above the horizontal line, your defense is adding value to your team. If you're below it, your defense is taking value away from your team. Likewise, on offense, if you're to the right of the vertical line, your offense is adding value to your team. If you're left of it, your offense is taking value away from your team. That's bottom line what it means. Okay, so as you can see where the Dolphins sit, we're just to the left of the vertical line and we're just to the south of the horizontal line. So both sides of our ball take away value from our team.
Yeah, we stink on all sides.
Right. Now, just to give an example, the Rams, their defense and their offense just about equally add value to their team. Green Bay adds more value to their team on offense and very little extra value added on their defense. So you can see how that works, right? Now, if you take the rest of the Dolphins' opponents, there's Bengals, the Steelers, the Bucks, and the Jets, and the Patriots. Okay. Look where the Patriots are. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're not even coming close to competing with that team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the other teams, however, obviously, look where the Jets are at. We should win tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, on the other hand, the Bengals, as we have been saying for the past 2 seasons, and as it's become clear to most people who really know football, the Bengals have a trash defense. Joe Burrow is putting up 30, 40 points whenever he plays, and they're giving up 30, 40 points when he plays.
Look, they have Joe Burrow, and they're still
Right.
struggling on offense.
Well, but keep in mind, Tonk,
But he's been injured
this year. They haven't had Joe Burrow all year.
Right.
Okay, so the fact that they're there and not all the way over to the left, should say something about them keeping in games while Joe Burrow's been gone. But so all things being equal, offense being equal, if we can contain Joe Burrow, we probably can beat the Bengals. Okay. Now the Steelers are in the same boat we are, but not as bad.
Yeah.
They look
They're
like a sub 500 football team is what they look like.
Yeah.
Right.
Where are the Ravens?
They're a pinch to the southwest. They're almost at the middle point.
The Ravens are right underneath the
they're right
Arizona
there
Cardinals.
where the Cardinals are.
Yeah.
Right. And likewise, the Bucks are the same as the Steelers, except the opposite. Their offense and defense add a little bit of value to their team, where the Steelers, their offense and defense are taking away a little value from their team.
Yeah, exactly.
So those two teams, if we would need to overachieve, but they're beatable, we could, with a little bit of overachievement, beat those two teams. So that's 4 wins. But again, we have to overachieve to do it. And if you're talking about the Buccaneers, I don't know, man. Their expected value on offensive and defense is both adding value to their team. So I don't see how we can beat the Bucks or the Patriots. That's 2 losses. That's no playoffs. I mean, we can maybe afford one more loss, and that's going to have to go to that team up in the northeast quadrant of the graph.
We have to. Yeah, that can be our only loss.
Now, to our credit, look where Buffalo sits, and we beat that team decisively. So
yeah,
I know they were struggling.
That's why they're down at the bottom.
But the reason they're struggling is the same reason they're close to the horizontal line on defense.
On defense, yeah.
So we do need to we have proven that we can overachieve, but we need to, as I keep telling everybody, I've been saying it since we beat Buffalo. The question is not, are we going to beat these teams? Are we going to go run the table? The question is, are we going to play like we did against that team that sits right behind the Colts on this graph? If we do, then yes, we can beat the Bucks. Yes, we can beat the Steelers. Yes, we can beat the Bengals. And then, yes, we can compete with the Patriots at the end of the year. Given that they'll probably be sitting people by then. That's our path. Right there, summed up in this graph. And that's why I was glad to show it to y'all. I was like, I saw this. I'm like, I got to bring this to the table. People got to see exactly where we're at. And look, you can say, oh, stats, blah, blah, blah. But look at all the teams that were on the graph behind us. Are they not all bad teams? The Saints, the Raiders, the Titans. So if stats didn't mean anything or couldn't describe anything, then all of those teams would have been on the right side of the graph.
Color, is there any way you can take those stats and get it all the way from week 1 and then have that on
That is week 1. I mean, I see how like on a line, how each team progresses where they're at.
Yeah, like almost like each team
chart. Like a spray chart for each game. I probably could. I mean, I know you could. I just don't know if I'm gifted enough yet.
Yeah.
I know it can be done, sure. That programming language can do anything, bro. Anything you can think of. It's just a matter of coding it to do it for you. That's the hard part.
All right, give me a second. I'll be right back.
I already have another one. Since Cap is taking a second, let me clear out my cache here, and I'll run this other one that I have that talks about quarterbacks. Let me clear that out. Matter of fact, I'm just going to share it so you can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it.
Thank you, Joe Riss.
That way nobody's bored. Oh yes, thank you for your member chat there, Joe. 28 months. Go Indiana. Down with Ohio State. Boy, you better not let Ali hear you say that, man. It's fighting words. All right, so now I just got to close this out. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. I don't want that. And we're going to go to files. Okay, so that's this one. Fast 2. Okay. Hopefully this works. Wait, is this the one? Oh, yeah, this is the one. Okay. Let me just run this little booger here. Oh, what happened? Oh, no, it's going. Okay. Hey! Damn it. It didn't import the libraries I wanted. What did it not load in? Oh, I see what happened. I only ran one line. Alternate control reverse. Now it's going to run the whole thing. All right, so now it's running the code. You can see it forming the data frames in the left column. It's basically like sorting all the information based on what I told it to do. And then it's going to automatically pull up the plot because I told it to plot it. And it's not there yet. Why didn't it run? Why didn't it run? What happened? Did I run the same thing? Oh, yeah, I ran the same one. Sorry, guys. I ran the same program. That's what I want right here. I believe this is the one. No. Why does it keep running the same one? This defense. Now I switch over to that. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's the prediction. Oh, because I don't have it anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I can't show you that one right now. But this one, the code that I did run is actually a prediction model for win totals. And oh, I know what I needed to do. I'm sorry.
All right, well, take care. I'm gonna address this. Joe, you going to fucking Iceland, buddy? Hell yeah. That's awesome. Hit the like button, everybody.
Hey, Cap, I haven't seen the video that HB made.
Oh, let me hook it up then. Everybody hit the like button and Merry Christmas.
I found it. All right, let me unshare that.
I knew he needed 12 seconds.
Yeah,
exactly 12 seconds.
Look at Tonk fucking producing the show all of a sudden. Color
right.
12 seconds. Cue the music.
So now that I got the right frame, okay, here we go. So this quarterback efficiency for 2025.
Oh,
Current,
Sam
up to
Darnold. Who's
date.
at the top? What's up there?
Drake May, all the way
Oh.
at the northeast quadrant of the graph.
Hold on. Take that off.
So on the right, on the vertical line, you have completion percentage above expected.
Look,
And on
oh
the
man.
horizontal line,
Save this for Ali.
oh yeah, and on the horizontal line, you have expected points added per play for passes, rushes, and penalties. So the horizontal line is how much value your quarterback adds or takes away from your team. And the vertical line is how much he performs over his expected completion percentage.
Tua made it on the right side of,
I know, right?
but because he flashes in the pan, that's the only reason.
But because of the turnovers, he's
that
south
almost, I
of
want to
the
almost say it's an outlier. We haven't called out any outliers yet. I guess
right.
JJ
But look,
McCarthy
Tom,
would be.
But look, Tunk, he's performing above, just a slightly above his expected percentage, but he's dragging his team's value down, which tells you what? Turnovers. It has to be. And when we look at his turnover total, that's exactly what it is.
Damn, look at JJ McCarthy. Holy fuck.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That might
Holy
be
fuck.
that might be an outlier because he's been injured and stuff, but it could like
Yeah, he doesn't have a large sample size.
But I know, isn't that's why I
But
said save this for Ali.
Look at Sam Darnold to JJ
I know,
McCarthy.
dude.
God damn, they
But-
fucked up.
Look, I could adjust one number.
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah.
actually leave
Minnesota
McCarthy
fucked
off
up
the
so
list.
bad getting rid of him. They fucked up so bad.
Tunk, I just have to tweak one variable and it'll leave JJ McCarthy off completely. But
because this is dope.
yeah, and I mean, that's what's going on right now, and what quarterbacks are doing what.
Well, I wish I had Carson Wentz. We'd be a little bit more competitive. According
Again,
to this
his sample size is also
who is-
skewed.
what
He'd
team
be
is he playing?
eliminated
Is
by
that
a
the
certain
the
the
Vikings.
Vikings?
It's the Vikings. Yeah.
Its symbol is so small.
Well, yeah, I've got to tweak one variable to increase the size of the logos. I didn't
color-
want
That's all good.
because the
This is
NFL
dope,
has them
Color. I'm really
uneven.
glad that you. This
Well-
is really dope.
Well, the
Color.
NFL has them uneven sizes, so if I raise them too much, then the Bears and the Colts are going to be like covering the
Like,
whole thing.
Not even ESPN shows this exact stuff. Like barely
Color, can you-
ever does ESPN show something like this. All they do is talk. They barely ever like sometimes they do, but not to this extent.
Color, can you
Look at Jordan Love all the way the fuck up there.
Can you
I screenshot this?
screenshot this and then get the other one? Because I want to compare some things. I'm looking at some stuff with the teams, and now looking at the quarterbacks, it tells some stories. See what I'm saying?
I don't not just screenshot. I can save them as PNGs and send you the image files.
Why don't you just save them, like upload them right here in the StreamYard, Color?
Yeah, on the overlays.
Because
On the
I don't
fucking
have them
overlays.
imported
The
into my
banner
computer
for
yet. I got to go and
media
import them as PNGs. But other than that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
We
just-
may not have space.
Yeah, I'll delete some shit. We'll delete. Why don't we delete? I'll delete some stuff.
And this also, there's a lot of guys that I don't feel right about there's a lot of guys on this graph that I don't feel right about that are proving me wrong too. Like as far as my perception of what
you
they're
should be
doing.
showing this. Yeah, dude, this would be dope. Like every season to have it like halfway through the season, then kind of end the season or 3/4 through the season to show like I would love to see this stuff every season.
See, like to me, you saw where the Cowboys were or where some of these teams were on the last graph.
Yeah.
So if some of those teams are on the left side and the downside of that other graph, but their quarterback is on the top right on this one, then their quarterback is winning for them.
Well, that that was something I wanted to look at because the
if we could
Texans,
do them side by side, that'd be dope.
the Texans seem to be winning games.
I'm getting exactly what you're putting down, Cat.
You
You're
see what I'm
exactly
saying,
right.
Color? You see the Texans right now? It's an anomaly a little
See,
bit.
I could actually probably, with enough research, I could probably correlate these two and spit one out that actually makes that correlation, Cat. But I ain't that
That
good
would
yet.
be fucking fun.
No, I mean, yeah,
It's like that
whatever
good,
you
yeah.
can do. This is dope, dude. This like I could like you. I'm good at math, but I'm not
It
good
took
at fucking
seconds.
computer math.
Bro, once the code is done, it takes seconds to run it and produce the damn thing, man. It doesn't take long at all.
That's dope. Man, Drake May is all the way the fuck up there.
Yeah. And he
You
looks
can
like
do this with Python too. If you already know Python, you
But
can
that's
do
the
all
thing
this
about
with Python.
stats and math and stuff. It's like, there's we cut out all the bullshit. This is just statistically what is measured.
Yeah, it listen, they
It's
could
just
change
by the
the human could change it. But in the game of football, it takes more than one, right? Like I see Cam Ward right down there, and I know that I think he's much better than where he looks on this graph, but his team is fucking utterly terrible. And you can go look at the other chart and measure it up and see that the team is terrible as well. So
yeah, because if their defense is sitting way down in the tank, which it is.
But look at where Bo Nix is though, and he's a big reason why they're winning.
I don't think
Sam
he's a big
Darnold.
reason.
Look at
I don't
Sam
think
Darnold.
he is a big reason.
I mean, who knew Sam Darnold was the guy?
Actually, I do agree with you on that. But actually, it is interesting.
I think Bo Nix has made some really good plays. I've seen him, and I think he's got hella talent. But that defense is the reason they're winning, and their coaching and Bo Nix is still. Yeah. I would say this: Drake May is better than Bo Nix, and I would have made that eye assessment on both rookie campaigns. And I said so and such. I know Bo Nix was blowing up.
Given that their teams are very similar, yeah. I mean,
but Drake May, when I watched him in his rookie year, I was like, "Fuck, this kid's got it." And as they let him swim in the deep end as a rookie with not a lot and a lot of turmoil going on, and he just played fast and free, I'm like, damn, if you could just build around his talent that he's got the tools, and he can make and it. I'm not even surprised in the slightest by Drake May thus far. I think he's got a lot. Now, I do want to see if he's one of these guys that kind of starts overthinking it and overgoing it, and then they become like one of these dudes that try to be something they're not. They try to be a little cerebral, and they kind of get happy feet back there. I do foresee that kind of stuff because I've seen a little bit of it, and it's a slippery slope with guys that have talent like he does and can do what he's doing right now. So I'll
really
again,
quickly,
if Drake May ever starts thinking he's a superstar, he'll tank so quickly.
But I think honestly, that's where Mike Vrabel's going to step in. That's where the GM will step in. That's where the owner. Well, I don't think Robert Kraft. I don't know if he will tolerate that. He had Tom Brady isn't.
Tom Brady was the superstar,
but his personality didn't get ahead of him. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. It never got ahead of his work ethic and his determination.
Yeah, and it still hasn't really.
So let me address.
I think that this is a trickle down effect.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
I
can't push back upon that at all. I mean, because organizationally, they definitely have what it takes.
Yeah,
and I think Vrabel's the kind of guy that can keep that in check. But I don't know. Does Vrabel fucking color? Does Vrabel look like fucking Wayne Huizenga or not Wayne Huizenga? Fucking what the fuck's his name? The the ex Dolphins coach that God damn, what was his name? Defensive guy from college football, had the mustache, was our head coach for a little while. Wannstedt, thank you. He looks like dude. Look at a picture. I'm gonna pull up a picture of him.
He's like a mashup between Kurt Warner and Dave Wannstedt for sure.
We got some real.
If Dave Wannstedt and Kurt Warner had a love child, it would look like Mike Vrabel.
No, I'm telling you right now.
My favorite Y equals MX plus B going on here tonight.
Really quick, let me address the 10,000 pound gorilla in the room, Marcus Mariota. Okay, so when I did
this, thank you. I was gonna ask you about that.
When I pulled these stats, it gave me 36 quarterbacks. So there are 4 quarterbacks on this list with a very low sample size that if I just made one little tweak to a variable, they wouldn't even be on the graph. And Marcus Mariota is one of them. J.J. McCarthy, Marcus Mariota, The guy that replaced where is it? Oh, Tyler Shuff, because he doesn't have, and Spencer Rattler. Both those guys have a very small sample size,
Bro,
because they split
Color,
duties in New
dude,
Orleans.
shut the fuck up. Don't tell me this. Look at this shit. Hold on, Color. I'm
What?
sorry. Oh, wait. Let me pull up these fucking pictures, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm
yeah.
telling you boys right fucking now. Fucking Mike Vrabel. Look at this fucking picture of Mike Vrabel right here. Okay. That's Mike Vrabel right now.
Right now.
That
Give
is
him more hair.
young-
Give him more hair
No.
on his head. Yeah.
Give him
for
shit,
sure.
Color. Look, I ain't gonna give nothing. Here's a young Dave Wannstedt around the same age. Look, there he fucking is. Same
Wow.
fucking guy. Look,
Wow.
I'll tell you right now, you ain't seen both of them in the same
Oh,
room.
pull up that one in the
Oh,
white.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Damn.
Dude,
Like I
shut
said,
the-
more hair because it's the 90s. But you
Hold
know,
on.
yeah.
shut the fuck up. Dude. Look
Bigger
at
nose
this.
because it's the same nose because it's the 90s.
Wow.
Dude,
He
get the
actually
hell
looks
outta
like
here.
an older Dave Wannstedt.
He looks like an older, younger Dave Wannstedt.
Right, older, younger, exactly.
Yeah.
The hair is older, and the
We
skin
see
is
you,
younger.
Dave Wannstedt. We know that's you.
Hold on a second. Just give me a second.
Dude, that's funny.
He made his
Yeah.
way back to the east.
And what's with Sony, bro? Why can't the Patriots use Bose like everybody else?
Well, look, here's what's wild. So here's the Sony, and then
And thanks, New England. It's not like Sony pays us any money for that.
and look at
Or
Motorola.
Motorola. We were rocking Motorola back then.
Yeah, left side Motorola, right
Well,
side.
remember,
Sony.
that was back when the Motorola plant was still over in Boynton.
Well, he's with the Bears there.
I remember that place.
That's Wannstedt, DC Bears. How fucking wild is that? When I seen him, I was like, yo.
I bet you they're both from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I guarantee they both hail
You know
from
how
that
you
area.
know how Dave Wannstedt's from Pittsburgh? Because he pronounced the OWN without the W. So like it's third down. Yo, you gotta get the first down on third down.
Yeah, that shit was fucking funny as hell.
What down is it?
Yeah, when I seen Mike Vrabel with that mustache on fucking I think it was like Thursday night or something, I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, this is the same dude.
You can actually hear it in Marino's dialect too. He's like, yeah, well, when it's fourth down, you got to do it. He kind of has it too, bro.
So yeah,
Mic drop.
do you like Color? What do you think? These Dolphins winning?
I mean, we got the Jets. I don't see us having any problem beating the Jets tomorrow. It's not going to look good. It's going to make us hate our team again, like against the Commanders. I don't know. Maybe we finally get a good blowout against the crap team. I feel like it's just going to go like it's supposed to tomorrow for some reason. When you look at that chart, the disparity between the Dolphins and Jets is just, I mean, come on. So if we do struggle, it's all on our quarterback. I mean, come on, people. And he even said it. He's got to do better. I noticed a change. Finally, he freaking smelling his own stink, apparently. Nobody's caping up for him anymore, so he's got to say, yeah, I got to do better. Well, I expect him to do better tomorrow. So I don't think we'll have a problem winning tomorrow.
What's the weather? I mean, is it going to be too cold?
40
for Tua?
degrees, I think, and not bad.
I'm having fun.
Is I'm sweating fucking bullets tonight in South Florida, dude. It is
Not
warm.
me. It's
It's gross warm tonight. It's like, ugh.
sounds
sticky.
like December. in Florida.
Exactly, it is. Oh yeah, that's right. December 6th. Oh, you know what tomorrow is?
Sunday. Oh,
What's
tomorrow's
tomorrow?
my
Hey, that will live in infamy. No,
tomorrow's my half birthday.
ain't tomorrow D-Day?
Tomorrow's my
Tomorrow-
half birthday.
Pearl Harbor Day, one or the other.
Tomorrow's your half birthday? The fuck's a half birthday?
It's
I know it's
halfway
one of
to
them.
June.
Where's Raphael when you need him? Which one's tomorrow, man? D-Day or Pearl Harbor Day?
Means I'm a half a year old tomorrow. Since my last birthday. So it's 6 months after your birthday.
Oh, look who's coming in, bro. Late. Sorry, I'm late. Excuse me. Sorry, guys, I'm late. Can you put that chart up again? I love it. Bro.
Joe Riss, Pearl's December 7th.
Oh, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, so day that will live in infamy is tomorrow.
Well, thank you,
So
Joe Riss, for knowing something.
I got you, DPF. You deserve it. You are the most humble, reserved, quiet, rival fan in our fan base, and you never talk smack. You never. You just bide your time. You just wait and let your football speak for you. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your flowers. We're gonna show you the QB plot chart again. Quarterback efficiency current for 2025. Make sure you screenshot it, especially the top right-hand quadrant.
No, make sure you get our
all over the internet. Just make sure
you
you give me
make
credit.
sure you get our symbols in there when you do screenshot it, so you know where it came from.
I know I should watermark these things, man.
Yeah. Well, I kind of watermarked it for you by throwing that shit up there.
But dude, I had no idea all this existed. You have a free link to like NFL.
Yeah, but you put all this. Well, yeah, because exactly. You're the one that I didn't know all these. I mean, I just never thought.
Yeah, the library is called
you actually
NFL
cared to
Fast
look this
R.
information up. That's why you have it. But
Well,
like you computing it and calculating and doing the
So
fucking
Tonk, the R language has been around since 1992, and they have a whole platform called the R Studio, and it's used for all data analytics, right? They use it for everything. Like, and who knew that like the world's been using it the whole time? All this stuff you hear about, like Amazon sold this many to single white females, whatever else. All that is from R Studio and analytics, either that or Python, right? So the NFL, somebody along the line created this library for R called NFL Fast R, and it like has all of the updated stats from 1999 till now, and it's updated like every Tuesday after all the games are done. So you can just like import the library and like code however you want for whatever you want.
Yeah, it's dope.
And then on top of that, then you can export the thing and send it to like Excel and do whatever you want in a spreadsheet with it. You know what I mean?
I'll just have you make it every Tuesday.
So yeah, using it for all my like projections for like tackles for combined tackles, totals, and all that. I'm gonna use it for all that, man.
Real quick, gentlemen. Duke just intercepted Virginia in what looks to be flipping the field on them. They were backed up out of the end zone on third down, and the Virginia quarterback pitched one up, sailed on him, got picked off, and Duke is going to be inside the 50, up 17-10. The exact ugly football game that I was needing. I'm telling you right now, I think the Canes are getting in. I think the Canes are getting in, boys.
Getting in, boys.
I mean, look, if Virginia kind of holds them to 3 and then it's 20-10 and Virginia, scores any points and this game ends with them losing, it's the exact type of ugly football game because they got to be looking at going, what are we doing here?
Oh, I'm a little bit behind y'all, but I just saw the missed field goal. Uh-oh.
Ohio State missed a field goal.
Missed a field goal.
Damn. Where is fucking Ali, dude?
He'll be all right. They still got 3 minutes and 33 seconds left.
They'll still have a bye week in the playoffs to or will they?
No, they'll be out of the top 4 if they lose.
Yeah, Indiana will take their spot.
Whoever loses is going to be out of the top 4.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know, honestly, but I think if they're going to be out of the top 4. I think so.
I think you're going to see a real shuffle happen after these bowl games.
That's what happened last season. They did that. They did crazy shuffle last season too.
Here's the slippery slope the CFL is getting ready to have. Is that now teams that are playing in bowl games, winning or losing, are going to be penalized in their rankings.
What?
I'm like Alabama before the SEC championship game is going into the playoffs. If they, for whatever reason, fall out,
I think they'll fall out.
I think they're going to fall out too.
Yeah, because they lost to FSU. You know, their only reason, like they made the conference championship, but they lost to FSU, they lost to Georgia, they lost to somebody else. I think they have 3 losses now. And they were number 10, I think.
I think they were 9, maybe 10. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
But meanwhile, Miami didn't play a game at all to get a 10-3 or an 11-2
Yeah,
record.
exactly.
See what I'm saying? Like you're playing a less game and gonna get in while the team that had to play another gets out.
NCAA.
And they're gonna they're gonna have to do something about that. And I think we're gonna see
they're gonna look at the losses, they're gonna look at points scored, they're gonna look at losses, they're gonna look at types of losses, the quality of losses.
Yeah,
I know Miami,
that,
I don't know. I think Miami will get in over Notre Dame because Miami beat Notre Dame.
But nobody, one of 3 schools are gonna be pissed.
Well, yeah, that's the way it always goes.
BYU's pissed already.
BYU needs to get the fuck out of here anyways.
Maybe. But Alabama, Notre Dame, and Miami, one of those 3 teams is going to be pissed. Right?
Yes, sir.
Look, Lou in chat says it's all about the Cuban Mendoza.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
yeah,
CB83 up in here too. Look at these boys creeping up in here.
Telling you, thinking we don't notice. Thinking we don't notice.
We saw you. We noticed you. This is how we recognize you.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It would suck if they didn't get in.
All right, so now I've got another nice little one. This is the one I made in Excel. This is the yards per point differential that I keep telling y'all about, and I got it on a nice little graph now. Let me share this booger.
Hold on. And
this was before I figured out how to use RStudio. This is the kind of stuff you can do in Excel. So this is the yards per point margin current to this week. As you can see, the Rams still holding the top spot with a 5.1 differential.
Can you enlarge it, color?
What's that?
Can you enlarge it?
Let's see here.
Because what are you in? You're in XL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. I use XL all the time.
What if you zoom in? Just scroll up on the bottom. Scroll on to the bottom right. Just scroll. Make it larger.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go,
look
down
at
there.
that. There you go. Look at that, Tom.
Yeah,
Don't tighten me up. Look at that. Hold on, let me go a little lower because
that's pretty good.
So
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't. That's nothing. Hold on. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
no, you need to zoom in more on. Like, yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm trying to avoid. Well,
You
let me
can close
go
out.
like
Hit
this.
the little X. Go up to where it says the analyze data.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
hit
right.
that little X right there.
Yep, that'll give me
And you
more
can
real
move-
estate. Yep,
Oh, I was hoping it was gonna move over.
it did. It did. I had another one open, so yeah, it gave me more real estate. Let me now. I can actually
They can
open it
stretch
up a
it.
little more. Yeah. Okay. Is it viewable there?
Yeah, it's
'Cause I can
viewable.
tell you.
I
I
see
can
it's
tell
New
you what.
Orleans.
I can tell you what's going on the side. It's not that
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
But so at the very top, this is going from worst to best. So all the way to the left is negative numbers. All the way to the right is positive numbers. This is the yards per point margin between offense and defense in the current season. And as you can see, the Rams still holding the top spot at 5.1. So in other words, the margin difference between offense and defense in how many yards it takes for them to score a point and how many yards it takes to score a point against them. Positive, the higher the number, the better.
Yards, yeah, it takes less yards to score against the New Orleans.
Exactly. And it takes a bunch of yards to score against them. So that's the Rams, the Colts, Seattle, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh, and New England round out the top 6. And down at the very bottom, you got the Saints, the Raiders, the Titans, the Browns, and the Falcons. And everybody in the middle, right smack in the middle,
Right
is
fucking in
the Miami Dolphins
middle.
with
It's
almost
fucking-
even. We're negative 0.1, which is basically 0. Which means it takes just as many yards for us to score a point as it does to score a point against us.
So meaning that our offense is no better than our defense.
We're even. We're even pretty much. Like
We're evenly matched.
our offense struggles as much as theirs does, and our defense gives up as much as theirs does. Whoever the opponent.
You know what the kids call this color? The kids would call it mid.
Mid, exactly, mid. That's
They
what
call
the
it
kids
mid.
call it. You're right,
They
mid.
call it mid. They would say the Dolphins are mid.
And if you think it doesn't mean anything, look at the teams that are sitting
Dallas,
right around mid.
Dallas is just right.
If you
Yeah.
think it doesn't mean anything, look at the teams sitting right around mid. Chicago, Cincinnati, Dallas, Miami, Tampa Bay, Buffalo, Detroit, Kansas City.
Wow, Detroit's sitting there.
Hit that like button, everybody. This is the real deal right here.
Look at Houston again with the metrics color.
Where are they at? Houston.
Houston is
They're behind though.
Yeah, but they're right ahead of
Kansas City. Yeah,
Kansas
they're not
City.
too bad. Their number is where are they at?
No, they're lower than
1.2. So there's
hold on. You
3
flipped-
teams tied with 1.2. Green Bay, Baltimore, and Houston all have
No,
1.2.
they're better. They're less than Houston.
Barely.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
They're at
No,
1.1. It's barely a difference.
Yeah, they're. Hold on.
So anywhere from -1 to +1 is just about your middle area, your mid teams. That would include
This is what
Detroit,
colors- this is
Buffalo,
what
Tampa
colors
Bay,
do, dog.
Miami,
This is
Dallas,
what-
Cincinnati, Chicago, and Washington.
If y'all were color disappeared for a little while, wasn't on here. This is what he was doing. He was nose to the grind, baby.
He was grinding.
He was getting his shit out.
Mainly learning how to use this stuff because the graph itself is simple. Like the idea is simple, like yards per point. I didn't come up with that, but to be able to show you all this way and illustrate it to you is what I've been learning how to
Why
do.
we're the best, people. This is why we're the best. Hit that like button.
How did you get the data on Excel to to put it in there.
So that's actually there's several different ways, but since I'm using Excel, I could use their Power Query. And basically what I did was I found this site that actually has a table for yards per point. And so I import it with that link so it live updates when I hit the refresh button, right? And then the other columns that help me figure out this right here, like I just did some extras, but all you have to do is select those two columns with the team names and the information you want, and then hit the button that says analyze, and it gives you like example charts. And this is just one of the examples. So it's just charting the information in the first two columns. Now, the other columns from that I'm pulling in from that page show the last three average, the last game, and then their home and away averages, right? So, like, for instance, the last three, because we beat Buffalo. In the Buffalo game, we had a 16.2 positive yards per point margin. And that brought our 3-game average up. So now our 3-game average is actually 9.8. So if you're asking, what have the Dolphins done for me lately? They actually have almost the best yards per point margin in the league. Third only behind Minnesota, second only behind San Francisco. You know, so, but their last game was 3.1. And their season long average is negative 0.1. So we're actually on the uptrend when it comes to our yards per point margin.
Well, because we've been winning, but we've also done a hell of a lot of lossing.
But Washington didn't help. Like we would actually be up in the top 15 or top 10 right now if we would have had a good performance against Washington.
You say that, this is kind of how the college football committee would pick their fucking teams.
Well, same with last week. We tried to give the game away last week.
There's got to be someone running stats for them, that running graphs and stuff so that they could see things. Because, people, it helps making decisions if you have, colors and graphs and
now the yards per point
anything
margin
explained mathematically, where it helps.
There's a lot of odds books that basically the yards per point margin is what they set their baseline spread at. So what they'll do now is they'll take, for instance, we're playing the Jets. We have a negative 0.1. The Jets have, I don't even see them on the list. Where are they at?
Jets are right by Washington.
Okay, they're negative 1.3. So what's the difference between those two? It's 1.2, right?
Yeah.
So the spread should favor Miami by 1.2. Without any home field advantage factored in, without any other variables, that's what they will start their baseline at to add their other variables onto.
Well, that's kind of odd because look at the Chargers.
Who the Chargers playing this week?
Is this against their upcoming opponent or the team
this
itself?
This is their current yards per point margin. So what the odds makers do is they'll take the matchups for a given week and they'll look at the spread between the two yards per point margins, and that's what they'll set their baseline spread at before they add their other algorithms onto it.
Yeah,
so
I got
for
you.
instance, the Chargers playing this week? I forget. I don't have the schedule up. I have to input that.
Let me look.
See, that's what you would do, Cap, in Excel, is you would open up another sheet, you would import the schedule from somewhere, and then you would tell one of those columns to pull this information in and factor those spreads for you on the other sheet so you don't have to do it yourself. That's
so the Chargers play at home against the Eagles.
So the Eagles are at 3.2. The Chargers are at negative 1.9. What's the difference? What's the spread between the two?
The spread is Eagles minus 2.5.
5.1. So Philadelphia out of the gate should be favored by 5. Now you're going to give the Chargers some home field, 2.5 maybe. So the
3.
Eagles should be
Give 'em-
favored by 2.5 to start with.
And that's exactly where they're at.
Is it
Favored by
really?
2.5. I swear to God.
So that tells me that nobody added any variables onto that, or all of the variables they added arrived at the same number. And no,
All right,
no
let's do
betting
let's
has been done
let's
on
do
it.
it.
It's early
Let's do
as
this
so-
again,
well,
Color. Let's do this again. Let's do here's a good matchup. Houston at Kansas City.
So Houston is, where did we say 1.2? Kansas City, that's going to be even 1.1. So you're talking about a 0.1 difference. And if it's at Houston, you said, or is it at Kansas City?
At Kansas City.
So Kansas City should be favored by 3 because they'll give 3 for Arrowhead. They won't give no 2.5. They'll give 3 for Arrowhead, if not more. And then they'll give like 1 or 2 for Patrick Mahomes over Stroud. And then they might take 1 away because Houston's got an awesome defense. You know what I mean? So it's going to be right around 3 to 5 that Kansas City's favored.
3.5.
Bam!
All right. Let's do the LA Rams at the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, that's going to be an easy one. Negative 2.1. The spread is that'd be -7. So Rams are favored by 7 without any on a neutral field.
What's the Duke game?
What's
So
that?
it's the
Oh,
it's
20-13.
they missed it.
And where's that game at, Cap?
It's in Arizona.
So yeah, but they'll still, because Arizona ain't going to get nothing for home field advantage as bad as they are. So it should be about 7 that the Rams are favored, if not a little more.
Plus 9.
You saw how their EPA is on their quarterback and their team, so they should give points for that. So I bet Rams will probably be favored by 12.
No, it's plus 9.5.
9.5. Okay, so 7 to 12, right?
All right. Chicago Bears at Green Bay Packers.
Ooh.
Man, are they really giving that much credit to Jacoby Brissett? God, that's awesome, man. Shout out, kudos to him. Okay, so Chicago and who now?
Chicago at Green Bay.
All right, so Green Bay's 1.2, Chicago is -0.3. That's a difference of 1.5. So I'm sorry, yeah, 1.5. So Green Bay should be favored on a neutral field by 1.5.
They're at home.
So give them 2.5 more. Lambeau, give them 3. Give them the full 3 for Lambeau.
So what should be the spread?
4.5.
Green Bay minus 6.5.
Okay, so they're giving it a little extra because who are they playing again?
The Bears, who've been pretty good as of
Yeah, but that's big time rivalry in Lambeau. They're probably getting 4.5 for Lambeau.
Okay. All right. So
Plus
Denver,
Jordan Love is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams, as you saw by the quarterback chart.
here's a swing color. Denver at Las Vegas.
All right, Denver's sitting at 1.4 on the positive. Raiders are way down at the bottom of the list. I have to look it up. I have to scroll down. Hold on.
They're second to last, color.
Yeah, I have to scroll down the list. Hold on. Because I'm zoomed out, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it.
Well, you can look at the pie chart right there. Oh, I guess
It doesn't have the exact number.
Yeah, I got you. There's
I have to tell it to do that. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll just go. I know what I need to do. Boom. Negative 4.8. So that's 4.8 plus. Who are they playing again? Denver. 1.4. So that's
And they're at
six, almost 6.5, and it's in Denver.
No, it's in Las Vegas.
6.5. I think they'll still give them that full 6.5. So we'll say
plus. Go ahead.
Well, I'll say plus. We'll say plus 5.5 for the rivalry.
Well, Ohio just lost to Indiana. Just happened.
Ohio State?
Ohio State just lost the championship game to Indiana.
We need
13 to
in
10.
about a half hour, we need to do a wellness check on Ali.
It's over. And now here's the wild thing. Here's what I think
tonight.
Yeah, here's what I think is going to happen. I think that the
Go Indiana.
Georgia Bulldogs are going to be number 1 in the AP polls tomorrow.
Definitely.
Wow.
Indiana will be number 2.
Ohio State will be number 8 or 9.
No, I mean, who are they going to put up there?
Oh, you think they'll go down to number 4?
I think they'll go to 4. I think they'll go to 4.
Well, we want to make sure they don't play each other again until.
I think Ohio will go to 4.
No, Indiana will go to number 1. Georgia be number 2.
I don't know. Ohio might only drop to 3, dude, because that's a championship game. That's a big rivalry. They won't fall as much as you think. They may only fall to 2.
No.
Considering
I'm
they
telling
haven't
you.
lost in like 3.
They fall
They
to
haven't lost
2.
in like 300 years, bro.
I know. I was just talking about that.
I'm pretty
I mean,
sure
they're
they
still
were
going to
winning
the
when
playoffs.
Rome was
so,
still
I mean,
around.
I mean, it doesn't really. For those two teams, it doesn't really. They're still both going to the playoffs.
It all depends on what the computer says.
But I mean, there's
Like,
no
as
way.
far as
Ohio
stats for
State-
this game tonight.
See, that's what I'm saying. See,
Because Ohio State builds themselves such a buffer when
What
it
does he
comes
say?
to
Dang it,
stats
I don't
that
know.
they
He-
can lose like 2 and not drop hardly.
Well, look, Texas
yeah.
Tech beat the fucking. They're
breaks
good.
off the BY.
dude. They beat the
Stinky
mortal shit out of them. They beat the shit out of them. And Georgia beat the shit out of fucking Alabama. I could see Georgia sliding up to 1, Tech sliding up to 3, and Ohio sliding down to 4. And I know Indiana just won this game,
They'll just
but
stay at number 2.
they'll just stay at number 2.
I mean,
'cause
think
they
about it
didn't
though.
win
We
by a
lost
big enough
to 2.
margin.
We lost 2 like bad losses, dude, and we only
Nah,
fell
they're
to
gonna
13.
They're gonna put
I mean,
Indiana at 1. They're gonna put Indiana at 1. I don't know. We'll see.
I bet Ohio State still holds the top spot, dude. I'm gonna make that bet. I'm gonna make that take right now.
No way. They're not going to be ahead of.
No way. They're fucking definitely. Ohio's going to be either 3
number
or
4.
4. They're going to either be 3 or 4. Indiana and Georgia slide up, and maybe Texas Tech overcomes them.
Hey, so that begs the question, and we're gonna say this to try to ease Ali's pain a little bit. Is it possible that this was purposeful for positioning in the playoffs to
No,
control who
come
their
on
opponent
now.
to control who their
Hell
opponent is going to
no.
be?
No, hell no. They
You don't
might
think
not-
so?
If they get pushed to number 5, they miss the first round bye. Fuck that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, you answered my question. I'm dumb to the shit. So
I mean,
thanks
look,
for that was the question I was asking right there.
They might get pushed to number 5.
here's the thing. Does a loss like this? Well, no, because Texas Tech is slotted in
But
at
if
4
it only
right now.
pushes them to number 4, and that's what they projected when they made the decision to lose.
Well, Oregon's number 5 right
How
now.
do you make the decision to lose by holding the opponent to 13 points? How the fuck you trying to lose?
Right.
If you only hold the opponent to 13 points, you worried about losing that game? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, they're probably going to be. They're probably
There
going to
ain't
be.
no way you're trying. There ain't no tank in a game when you only held the opponent to 13. That's not a fucking tank.
Well, they
It'll
had
probably-
you had to make sure they didn't get a bunch of points run up on them.
It'll probably go with
No, there's no way. Ryan
Ohio will
Day-
probably drop the
there
3.
ain't no
Indiana
way Ryan
1.
Days decided to lose on purpose. There's no.
Well,
He's
the
already
reason I
lost
ask,
many
but
times.
to be fair though, just
He's already had
to
devastating losses.
flush it out, Tonk.
It's a championship game too, bro.
If number 3 puts them against a completely inferior opponent in their first playoff game, as opposed to who they would have played if they were number one. You know what I mean?
No.
I don't know. I just don't know the answer to that. I'm just trying to flush it out.
No.
Like, I get what y'all are saying. There is also
Who's the
you
bigger
play to win
loser?
the game. Nobody's really
Mendoza?
purposely
Oh, is that the dude just talk shit?
CCRR. What do you mean nobody wants that on their team? The Dolphins do it all the time. We purposely lose all the time, man.
Yeah, what the fuck you talking about?
Oh, he's talking about the quarterback. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I had it on mute. I didn't hear him.
Oh, you know what? It's really good to know that CCRR has
Next time he
lines.
wins, I'm gonna make sure to listen because he was talking real strong. And he
Tunk, I think it is nice to know that CCRR actually has lines that he doesn't cross. You notice there's no Jets avatar in logo in his avatar this week.
Yeah, exactly. I knew he was Mr. Troll. That I reckon.
Right, but he can't even go that far. He's like, nope, I can't put a Jets logo in my avatar.
We got two Mr. Trolls. We got the original Mr. Troll, and then Mr. Troll 2.
Tell me if I'm right, CCRR, that you couldn't bring yourself to put a Jets logo in your avatar.
Exactly, Joe. Hey, Mikey.
He's like, oh, hi, yo, miss.
No matter how much you want our team to lose.
Let me call everybody their name that only rhymes with their name.
Right. No matter how much you want our team to lose, you could not bring yourself to put a Jets logo in your avatar.
We got the principal, we got the CEO, the chairman, and the assistant VP of Underground Dolphins fan club.
Yeah, he got a couple out, got about 12 hours, 12 and a half hours, 13 hours. You got time, CCRR.
Oh, hold on. Who was that? What's up, Joel? Joel?
Joe Levesque.
Joe Levesque. Okay, my bad.
Pronounced
Thank you
Levesque.
for being a member. We appreciate you. Thank you to everybody being a member.
Joe's a day one, bro.
Mr. Troll and Mr. Troll 2.
Hit the like button, trolls.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button.
Joe's like the first subscriber on my channel, Tom, on the Color Commentary channel.
So,
you got a homie, Color.
Ohio Falls to Indiana.
Oh, that's B-Boss. He's been following me on Twitter lately.
Yeah, that's Brad Boss. Yeah, that's the homie from Twitter. Brad Boss is the shit. What's up, bro?
Thank you for coming over from Twitter. Thank you for making the switch. But Twitter's dope.
He's still on Twitter. He be trolling the idiots on Twitter. I appreciate
Well, you know, it's and I hate to pour it on so thick, B-Boss, but when you find a real person, when you find an actual real person interacting with you on Twitter, you want to latch on to that. So if I've been coming on a little strong, I'm not, sorry about that.
So, all right. After today,
you know what Color brings with him by the time we meet the switch over here? The moving truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's been replying to me, and he seems like a real person and not a bot. I'm like, hold on to him.
It's like Ohio State fans get to watch their team lose, but then watch their last winner talk on TV. He needs to go back to the Gators, Urban Meyer. You need to go back to Florida ASAP, dude. Some bullshit.
10 years from now, we'll find out Color got catfished by a bot.
Like a real bot? It's a fucking robot that shows up?
Right.
What do you mean?
Hello,
Color. You told me you love me.
Hello, Color.
Would you like to watch a game?
Color, I filled out the stats for you this morning. Color, I filled out the art report.
Greetings, Professor Color. Would you like to watch a game?
Go to shutdown mode. Color, you always put me there.
Why do you ignore me in this way, Color?
You gotta be like Johnny Depp, Color.
An interesting game. The only winning move is not to play.
Color, do you want these full statistics on why Tua Tagovailoa will not win this game?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think I need God in my life.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know where you'll find him? Take courses. Take courses on religion. You'll find him.
Oh yeah, he's there. You'll learn it.
You know, hey, it's a sad state of affairs in society when the atheist of the group wants to go see a Catholic priest because he's the only one he can trust anymore.
That's right. Shout out Catholicism.
I knew there was a function for it, even for atheists. There's one thing a Catholic priest is not going to do. He's not going to lie to you.
No.
And he's not corrupted. Well, most of them are not corrupted by the state.
Not anymore, anyhow. That used to be their thing for like ever.
Like your average local Catholic church is not corrupted by the state. Rome might be corrupted by the state, but your average Catholic church is not.
John, I don't want to hear it, dude. You've been hyping up Fernando all season, and now you finally watch one game, and you're talking about he's goofy.
Damn, this fucking Virginia game is still fucking on. Come on, Duke.
His case
thought
sucks
Duke-
so much it's still on.
No, dude. Like I thought Duke
I
already
said
sewed this bitch up. I'm over here getting ready to count my monies because if Duke wins, I had Boise winning against I had Boise, Texas Tech to cover the spread, and Georgia to win today, and Duke. And I'll fucking at a $5 bonus bet. And I'm trying to win this bitch for $55. And this fucking game's
There
still
you go.
dragging on.
There you go, Liz. Get us all in there. Like a can of sardines.
Yeah, Joe, and I don't mean the little lies. I mean like a Catholic priest.
Yeah,
When you say the
that's what I'm
sky is
saying.
blue,
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
when
John,
you say the sky is blue, he's not going to tell you you're insane. You know what I mean? Because
like with everybody?
only his God can change the color of the sky.
Yeah.
So, you know, they actually function in reality for the most part. Except for the really big thing, like the existence of God.
Yeah.
Other than that, they
how
function
you
in
said-
reality.
I like how you named the Bills and the Jets the children, because we ain't the other way. Like the dysfunctional children, we the men. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's funny because I was gonna pick Indiana to beat Ohio, but I thought, man,
I did.
I
I
was
did.
gonna put it on. I was
Check
gonna put
the
it on
group
my
chat.
parlay. No,
Check
no,
the group
no.
chat.
I thought they were. I thought they had a chance to win just because I felt like
Now here's
but
an
I
interesting
didn't want to
comparison.
put it on my parlay.
Pat, here's an interesting comparison. What is the biggest
I love you,
betting win returns wise compared to the biggest return tonight for betting on the underdog? And what the comparison I'm referring to is when the Hurricanes lost to Ohio State in the national championship game. What was the biggest return on bet of the underdog as compared to tonight, somebody betting on Indiana? I'd like to see that. I wish I could find those numbers. Like, did somebody get richer
proud of
betting on
Indiana.
Indiana
I've
tonight
never
than they
seen-
did on Ohio State back then?
This is the first time I've
No
ever
fucking
seen
way.
Indiana this
No way.
good.
No way.
And the Colts are doing good right now.
So,
Pacers. I don't
Color,
know what the
I want you
Pacers
to.
are doing,
I'm trying to put together a little fucking spread parlay. Because it looks like Duke's gonna fucking win this. It's 3rd and 2. I'm waiting for Duke to fucking close this bitch out.
Oh, you know,
Fourth
if you've
quarter.
got Excel, I can send you that Excel
Oh,
spreadsheet, and
look at
it'll
Becker.
still
He's
have
like,
the
"Fuck
links that
you."
allow you to
What a
update
fucking
it.
drunk. Did you see
don't-
Becker? He's like, "Fuck you, dude. Why you gotta do that?
The other thing, Cap,
Like, why
if you
you
want to
gotta
do the
do that?
math yourself,
You're so
the
cool,
place
dude."
that I got that table from is a place called I forget the name. Just go to Google and search
Becker.
yards per point, and the site will come up.
It's
And
like
it basically has a table like already curated for that stat. It's like the only place I can find that stat curated, dude. It's crazy.
Hmm.
The
'Cause
site
I'm
is
looking.
here. I'm gonna pull it up right now. The site is called
What up, Nightwolf?
teamrankings.com. And you don't have to like actually register with them. You can get more information from their site if you register and purchase a subscription and all that. But they're but they have a lot of free information right off the bat. Here's the site right here. Okay, and you go down here and you just click on yards per point. You can go yards per point.
What is it? Color scroll at the top again.
Where it is? It's called teamrankings.com.
Okay.
And so you got offensive points per game. Wait, not points per game. I wanted where is it? Yards per point margin. Where did it go? Where did the other one go? Points per play, yards per. Oh, here we go. Regular yards per point. So this is before they factor the margin cap. This is actual yards per point on offense. And as you can see, the Steelers continue to lead the league, only taking 12 yards to score. Only taking 12 yards to score a point. And the worst team in the league is New Orleans. It takes them almost 20 yards to score 1 point. They have to get 2 first downs to score a point, which means they have to get 14 first downs in a drive to score a touchdown.
I'm gonna take 14 first bongs.
Pittsburgh has to get 6
yeah.
first downs per drive to score a touchdown. So Pittsburgh only has to move the chains to score. That's all they have to do.
What is that? Is that an indicative stat for the defense or the offense?
Well, it depends. The fact that they have 5 losses is indicative, Cap.
Well, hold on, Color. If they only need to travel X amount of yards to get touchdowns, it would indicate to me that the defense was giving shorter fields on average.
It could be. Now, when
I'll
I
say
look
not.
at the box
Look
scores
at
every
the
week,
stat.
for
You just said
Pittsburgh,
they got
Cap,
it. What does Pittsburgh have?
they're at 12 even. So it takes them 12 yards to score a point. That basically means every time they get a first down, they score a point. So to score a touchdown, they have to get 6 first downs, which means per drive, when they're on a drive, if
On
they move
scoring
the chains
drives.
more than 6 times, they're scoring a touchdown.
But again, that would also indicate that they are starting.
But here's the thing,
midfield.
Cap. If they don't move the chains, they lose. Because here's the thing. I actually looked at results the past couple of weeks.
How do you
And I've
see
been
that
looking at
result?
their box score, right? And all I do is I look at, first thing I look at is how many first downs they got. And it's correlating, Cap. When they lost to Denver, I think it was, where they only scored 10 points. Remember that game? They only had 11 first downs. So they literally live and die by moving the chains. If they don't move the chains, they lose.
Uh-oh.
They don't
God damn,
score.
this fucking Virginia team will not go the fuck away.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
So they're at 12 yards per point. Now, really quick, let me go over to what they're actually.
This fucking
what they
game is going to
scored.
go into
Last
overtime,
week,
Color.
let's say last week, for instance, right? Week 13, they played. Who did they play? They played. Did they even play last week?
Nope.
No, they had a bye. They were on the bye last week. Really? Wow. Okay,
Yep.
so let me
And
go
then
to
they're
week
playing
12.
Buffalo.
Let me go to week 12. Okay, so Steelers
play
right here. Let's go to the box score of this game. Okay, team stats. They got 22 first downs, and look how many points they got. They actually overachieved, and they lost. So they should only have 22 points, maybe 24, based on 12 yards per point. And they had 28 points that game, and they still lost. So you see what I mean? They live or die by the chains. Let's go to another game for them. I'll pick a random game. A game they won against the Vikings. They scored 24 points. 19 first downs. Overachieved again. There was the one where they lost. Hold on, right here where they only scored 10 points. Right here against the Chargers, they lost 25-10. Look how many first downs they got. At that point of the season, I was literally telling you all that their number was 11 yards per point at that time. And look at this. They lost with 10 points. And they got exactly what they needed to, 11 first downs. Now, if they would have got 26 first downs that game, they would have won. So they literally live and die by moving the chains. If they don't move the chains, they lose. And even when they move the chains, if they don't move the chains enough in a game, they lose.
Well, it's all tied up here now, color 20-20 heading into overtime. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Duke been leading this game all fucking game.
Hell yeah. Oops, sorry.
And now fucking Virginia's coming back.
Uh-oh. Yo, dude, Indiana hasn't won since, what was it, 1967? Or 1969, I think it was 1967.
I thought it was 1955 or some shit, dude.
The head coach was 6 years old the last time they won the Big Ten championship.
Oh, well then.
That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen them good.
So Cap, what that allows you to do, bro, that spreadsheet with the yards per point margin, if you factor out all of the different spreads, like let's say on Monday or Tuesday, right after Monday Night Football, you could kind of get an early look at what the lines are going to be like and get an idea of which ones are inflated and which ones are not throughout the week. It helps you make like decisions of whether there's, whether you get expected value on a bet or not.
Damn, he tied a Big Ten record for most wins in first 2 seasons as a head coach. Urban Meyer was the other person.
The other thing I found out, Cap, is that people use the mean a lot. They use averages a lot. So, for instance, when you look at Jordan Brooks averaging, 12 combined tackles a game, and his over-under is usually set at 9.5, right? That seems like an automatic over every week. However, there are some, because it's an average, there are some where he's at 8, and there's some where he's at 11, and there's some where he's at 20. So what you want to do is you want to take the median, not the mean. And if the median is like way over the over or under, you know what I mean? Then you get more of a clear picture of, okay, the middle number between his highest performance and his lowest performance, if that's larger than the average, and both of those numbers are over the over under, you see how it increases your expected value?
Yeah,
I don't even bother with averages. I'm taking medians for everything now, and it's actually like I haven't been profitable yet, but that's only because I haven't been like forward testing a lot. Like I haven't been making bets
Yeah.
yet. I've been monitoring my models and seeing how they're doing each week, and they are, dude. I'm just amazed, bro. You and I had a discussion last week before the game. I told you Jordan Brooks would get over. I had him projected for 15 combined tackles. He got 12. Okay, his over under was 9.5. Now now his partner in crime, no pun intended, Tyrell Dodson, also a superstar. His over under is always 8.5.
It's called being punctual.
My projection for him was 8 tackles. So I said to Cap and I had a conversation.
He speaks in.
Do you think he overachieves 1 tackle this week against who did we play last week? Forget who. And Cap's like, well, because that other team, this and that is easy to beat. He might not be on the field as much. We might be resting some guys. He might not get that extra tackle. Color, you might want to take the under. Because my projection was under. I had him projected at 8. His over under was 8.5. And I took the over thinking, oh, he'll get 1 extra tackle. He's usually good for that, right? Because I watch him every week. And sure as shit, do you know how many tackles Tyrell Dodson got last week, Cap?
He got 8.
Fucking 8. Right on the fucking nose. So even though I lost the bet and it busted my parlay, I'm very pleased with my freaking model. I'm very, very pleased with it.
Ooh.
So right now,
and he ain't the only one.
Hold on, Color.
Spot on.
Well, there was 3 overtime games this season that Virginia won against Louisville, FSU, and
oh shit, it's in overtime.
North Carolina. The game is now in overtime, and there has never been a team that has won 4 overtime games, and it's 20-20 in one season. And Virginia's
now, dude, that's crazy. I'm gonna put this game on.
Duke has the ball.
What channel is it on? ABC.
And on their first play, Duke runs for 10 yards. Because they start them in the
listen in the color. Let's see.
Well, I've been monitoring it because I got money on it.
Bro, I cannot
what a dope ass game though.
I cannot believe
Bull City.
Like with the probably 21 or so tacklers that I looked at last week, I am amazed at how many were just dancing right around my number.
Don't prevent Notre Dame or Miami from.
So, I honestly, Tonk, I literally said, I was talking to my mom earlier. I was talking to my brother-in-law earlier. I was talking to everybody exactly what I think that needs to happen for not only it gives like a perfect out for everybody with the NFL fucking like AP rating system and how they're picking the playoff brackets and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Is in a way where almost they could say Miami has to go in, and they could literally. It would be the perfect storm to me.
Miami has to go in. I don't think that's
Miami. No, honestly, I agree. I agree because if this game would have happened, like if all of the events happened tonight before everybody started the argument, the argument would have never been started.
The exact three things that needed to have happen to make where Miami has to end up in there needed to go in this sequence. Number 1. BYU had to be completely taken off the board by not only losing but getting whipped. They got whipped.
They got whipped. Okay,
they got whipped. They lost by They lost by a fucking ton of points. It was 34-7. So then I said Alabama has to lose, and not just lose, but they got to get whipped. That's exactly happening, right? That happened earlier today too. They lost by 3 touchdowns. And then I said, Duke needs to either win or barely lose in a close game And I said, but preferably win in a close game against Virginia. And here's Virginia tied 20-20 in overtime
Can't
against
get
Duke.
closer than that.
You can't get any closer than that. And if Duke ends up winning, it would literally be exactly how I predicted what needed to happen for them
Yeah,
to
but
go.
if they
Miami
win,
has well, because look, Tonk, if would have happened is if if Virginia would have came out and beat Duke fucking 38-0, then there was a chance that it could have been Virginia in the playoffs and no one could have pushed back. You know, ACC champ, 11-2, completely dog walked in the ACC championship game. I get that it's against Duke, but you know, just absolutely outclassing them in every which way on the road, right? But no, here they are 10-2 in a fucking dogfight against a 7-5 Duke. It just means like when you're looking at the rankings and how they put everybody in, you got to start taking up with the teams that have the record and have the wins and don't
Yeah, I
have the
think
losses.
there's room for both of them now, Cap.
I
I
think
don't,
so
like
too.
I said, I don't
That's
even
what I'm
think the
saying.
argument. I don't even think the argument would have started if all this would have happened before everybody started arguing about it.
I think you could
What?
look. I think
Like
you could
both
look.
teams should be in now. Notre
think-
Dame and Miami.
Notre Dame and Miami
Because
will
of
get
this
in
game?
out
Well, because of the events today.
the events
In
that happened
totality.
today. All the
yeah,
events.
but
that
what
happened
about
today.
Virginia then?
Virginia's what win or lose, they don't deserve to be in there when they're fucking in a dogfight against a 7-5 Duke.
Oh, well, they're number 17. They're not ahead of them anyways.
But they're in the ACC championship game, in which case with the
They would
power
have an extra
conferences,
game to play and
they-
extra
they-
stats to lay down. Exactly.
Yeah, they could have if they would have just fucking completely shut out Duke and won, it would be them with the argument. And here's Duke scoring a touchdown in overtime, going up 27. So
win?
yeah, no, they there's a
Oh, yeah,
fucking
they
flag,
do a
dude.
shootout like hockey style, right? Or soccer style.
Well,
Right?
Yeah,
I
they
forgot overtime rules in college.
I love it. I love the shootout,
Oh,
man.
look,
I just
there's a
love
flag.
that format, bro.
There's a flag on Duke.
Damn, that catch was fucking dying. That catch was fucking.
See, I
Oh, it
think
was
the
rough in the
NFL
pass.
should do. I think
It
the
was rough in
NFL
the
should do
passer.
their little 10-minute. They should do their little 10-minute overtime like they do now, but they should add a shootout to break a lot of these ties, man.
This game is crazy.
It was rough in the passer. What does that mean?
They shouldn't even
Well, they're
have
gonna
a
deny
third
it.
slot in the win-loss column in the NFL, man. I hate ties, man.
Personal foul.
Yeah, no, I know that it was rough in the passer. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that. Does that put them at like the half-yard line? Are they going to go for 2 right now? Or are they just going to kick up the extra point?
So but hold on, rough in the passer. So that's on Virginia, right?
Yes.
So what? They'll just deny the penalty.
Well, I don't know.
Dude.
They're going to kick. They're just kicking the extra point.
Yeah.
I mean, is it enforced? No, it's not enforced after or anything like that.
No. Touchdown stands in a roughing the passer, bro. They don't redo it.
I know.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I'm
not.
saying.
That's no, guys. I'm saying, would fucking Duke go for 2 by being put at like the half-yard line and try
I'd have to know what their running game is like.
No, they
opposed
just
to
denied the penalty.
Virginia's defense.
I know. I got it. I was just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm making sure.
I mean, situationally, if I like my running game against their defense, yeah, I just go in and get the 2, man. You got
That catch was
momentum. You just
crazy.
scored.
That
You
catch was
know.
crazy right there. Is that their tight end? 85. Hasley.
You know, Cap, it's funny, like that goal line situation is so
Look
much
at Virginia.
clearer these
Virginia
days.
getting stupid with the Duke
Damn, y'all are
intercepted
ahead of
it.
me.
Duke just won. Duke
Oh,
just
shit.
intercepted it and won.
Damn it. Oh, because they got a
Virginia
turnover.
tried
What?
some stupid trick play on the first
Yeah.
play.
Looking at it right
Oh,
now.
wow.
What?
They
Oh
Sam
my
Darnold
God.
it, dude. Are you saying they
Dude,
Sam Darnold it?
It
Dude.
was a pitch
Dude,
to the
they should
running
have
back.
ran the
They
ball.
threw
Are
it back
kidding me?
again to the quarterback,
They
and the
did a
quarterback threw
wildcat.
it.
They did like a Hail
Wow.
Mary. They
They did some
they
dumb
just got
shit.
the ball back.
And there was no reason to do that either,
Hell
was there?
no, there
There
was
really
no
wasn't.
reason to do that.
There was no reason to do it.
There was no reason that. What the fuck? Why would they do that? You don't. You should have ran the ball. That's the last play you fucking do.
I
That
just
means
I
that
just
they
wanna
were. That
point
means
out-
they were
Fuck.
desperate to get momentum
Oh,
back,
yeah,
dude.
but
And they,
hold-
that's
hold-
yeah, but that was the whole
Dude,
momentum.
They came back just to shit the bed.
So
wow.
real
They
quick,
came
funny.
back to shit the bed. They came back like this motherfucker.
Real
That's
quick,
like finally deciding to go all in when
They
you got
said,
only
"All
a
right,
couple chips
we just
left
got
and
the
you get
ball
just
back.
blasted.
We only need 10 yards for a first down. Let's do a fucking trick play, Hail Mary, throw it to the guy who's got double coverage.
Wow.
Throw to the
So,
double
Cap,
what
Did-
is it? Hold on. RPO to the motherfucker double coverage.
Did y'all happen to see what happened? I don't know if it was last week or a couple weeks ago. There's a channel I've been catching on
Damn.
YouTube, and the guy is convinced that the NFL's rigged.
And you said
So,
yeah.
so he has like this show where he like runs through all of the rigged plays throughout each week, right? And did you happen to see that play with Sam Darnold when it was 4th and 1 at like the 4-yard line?
damn, I can't believe
And they could have kicked the field goal to tie or to go or to tie it or to go ahead, and they decided to go for it on 4th and 1. The same decision McDaniel made, remember?
No,
And Sam Darnold got under pressure
this is their
immediately,
first ACC
like tossed a
championship
stupid pass right to the defender who took it back for a pick six, bro.
Yeah, I saw the one where they punted the ball at like the 38-yard line rather than take a field goal. It made no sense, and it kept the point total at like 36 points to hit the under at 38 and a half or some shit.
Oh, he was also pointing out how like nobody was making tackles, like they were purposely stumbling again, and like he was freeze framing stuff and showing you like the guy wasn't even close, and he's all diving for him,
So, yeah, Tonk, the Duke wins their first ACC championship with ex-Miami Hurricanes head coach Manny Diaz, effectively Duke winning an ACC championship before the Canes have ever won one. A sad, cold fact.
Well, we got a large Duke contingency down here in South Florida, man. I mean, believe it or not, they recruit in our local high schools.
Yeah, I know that.
They tried to recruit me, not for football, for my brain. Believe it or not.
Brain ball.
Yeah, they approached me in middle school, bro, and wanted to like set me up and go through some special intellectual program.
I mean,
like
basically triple coverage. It was pretty much triple man coverage, and they go a Hail Mary on a 1st and 10. I mean,
I'm
damn,
glad they did because they hit my parlay.
They said, let's just go for the money
right
now.
in a game with no time constraints. Like this is like
there was no dude. That was the most bogus fucking decision I've ever seen.
Yeah, it wasn't on 4th and 10.
It wasn't even remotely like that. They could have wheelchaired to the fucking first down.
It's a championship game, so it wasn't going to end in a tie.
That shit was crazy right there.
You're supposed to be playing regular football at that point.
Damn, that's Duke's first ACC championship game. They got in at 7-5. The ACC is just. It's just been just there's not. It wasn't what it used to be. But hopefully it'll stay strong and not get absorbed by these other conferences. They've been picking apart the ACC.
So I'm gonna round this up. Maybe we should go a little early tomorrow, Color, because we'll know if the Canes are in the playoffs at noon tomorrow.
Right? Yeah, I'm game. Mom's out of town. She's up your way.
Yeah, I know. So
they went to the Schnitzel house earlier for lunch.
hang backstage, but are you gonna tomorrow we're gonna know the college playoff bracket.
Yeah.
Noon tomorrow.
Yeah. 9
So,
a.m. my time.
9 a.m. your time. So you might get up with a coffee and a cup of color on Tonk time.
Are y'all running a show tomorrow morning?
Well, we're thinking about getting it at. We're gonna start at noon because we can catch the college playoff bracket heading into the game.
Okay.
Real quick, Joe might be on to something here. He says, color, that was because they couldn't get chimps to run tests on. You know, Joe, you might be on to something because that was right around the time that movie Project X
get
came
your ass
out.
over there to fucking Iceland over there with all
Well,
that shit.
that was right around the time that movie Project X came out with Matthew Broderick, where everybody was all about like, we can't be doing tests on the chimps. You know what I mean? So you might be right.
There's a place in Florida that has where the chimps that were tested on, you can go see them.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, it's
yeah, because that movie was kind of loosely based on reality.
It's in Florida. It's chimps that were used for HIV testing.
Nice.
Oh right. I was talking about the ones that were used for the space program by the Air Force.
Yeah,
they would just leave the one monkey. They just left him up there.
Remember they took those
He's
monkeys?
still floating around. His fucking monkey, the first monkey that went up there is still up there.
So is that where the whole lore behind Planet of the Apes comes
I
from?
don't know.
Like he ends up landing on a planet and seeding a whole.
That first monkey that went on, I'm pretty sure they left him up there. I don't think they crashed it into the ocean. I think he's still up there.
You know what? What I heard, they've been sending him monkeys with AIDS in them to try to get him.
What's fucked up is
if
that monkey that's all a skeleton by now is just floating around in a capsule and the aliens come across him, they're gonna think that the monkeys were the intelligent ones that created the space program and all that.
This prehistoric beast is actually floating around in space. This is incredible.
You're like, take us to your leader.
Yeah, they're all.
Hey, and there's a chance that on their planet,
it might be that.
Well, hold on, Tonk.
Solar system
hold on, Tonk. There's a chance that on their planet, the chimps evolved to be the smart ones, and they could think that that's their origin. For all they'll be like, we found our origin species. You know.
Maybe it is their Caesar, and they're gonna come and invade us. Invasion.
So they're gonna have
invasion of the Planet of the Apes.
Their image of them is gonna be a space capsule.
Honestly,
inside of it.
I think we just fucking made the Invasion of the Planet of the Apes movie plot.
Oh, right. Invasion of the Planet of the Apes. Because we're actually the Planet of the Apes, and they're invading us because there's too many diverse species of apes on our planet. And they only want one. They're a bunch of ape fascists. And they want to like wipe out all the different species of apes.
They're Nazi, transphobic, racist, fucking fascist. Holy cow.
Apesist bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want to take out the Manumbo, whatever, the Panumbos or whatever they're called, and
bunch of face
and the chimpanzees and the gorillas. You know, I think is all who we're related to. Everything else is not an
delusional Patriots fan said fucking space ice. Joe Riss says this theory is bananas.
Look, I was right.
Bananas, I tell you.
Yeah, no, he's still okay. So, yes, the capsule ends up being discovered by an ape species that then takes offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, because they think we enslaved. Right, they think we enslaved the chimps on our planet.
Think nothing. We did. Think shit. We did.
We have them in zoos and cages and shit. Right.
Mm-hmm. They find its dead carcass floating. It lands on their planet,
and they're like, "How dare you do that to your own apes?"
I wonder what
they're like. Oh my god, look at this ape! It's like early man that actually made his own spaceship and came here.
Yeah, and in their society, they eliminated species from the taxonomy, so they see us all as the same. They see chimpanzees and gorillas just the same as Homo sapiens. You know what I mean?
No. We don't have to go that deep. We just have to. We can stay right on the surface. it was always Planet of the Apes because it was our world, but now it's actually Planet of the Apes because it is a different world. And how some way, somehow, we have apes here and we're the smart ones, and they're like, not on my watch. You know what I'm saying? They're like, not on my watch. They find
That's
the
what I'm
dead
saying.
ape in there.
That's what I'm saying. To them, we're as stupid as the chimpanzees and gorillas.
No, we're beneath them. They're fascists now. Remember, I like that part.
Right.
That was an important
No,
piece.
they're not
that-
either. They're from another planet, but they are looking at us and they're like,
They're
all the
intergalactic-
apes are the same on Earth to them.
intergalactic fascist chimpanzees.
Like, in other words, they don't have
no.
species in their taxonomy. So they come to
Nah,
Earth
Color,
and they're like,
not-
every
nah.
ape is the same to them.
Listen, I ain't about no non-binary apes, Color. I don't like that. Okay.
They didn't land in Seattle, Color.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They
I like
evolved beyond a species designation and they see all apes as equal.
Nah, fuck all that. No, I think that they find the dead ape
feel that,
carcass
though. I mean,
and think, oh my god, and then they look at Origin. They see, wait a minute, this wasn't a smart original one of us. This was the apes on our planet. Because remember, on Planet of the Apes, they enslaved the peoples, the humans, and so they'll be like, the apes on our planet, this shit's all fucked up, and so then they invade us.
Right.
To free their people.
Right. To liberate
also,
all the apes that we've been
liberate
enslaving.
the apes, and then enslave us. And then we could have invasion.
Except for any of the humans that get it will become part of their fascist regime. You know what I mean?
We have the Invasion of the Apes. We have Invasion of the Apes 2, where they come back. And then
those will be the plebeian apes in their society.
And then we've already got the fucking reboot where like we invade them now. You know what I'm saying? We're like, nah, fuck all this.
Right.
Fuck
Revenge
all this
of the Planet of the Apes. Revenge of the invasion of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
And then we have a prequel of the original shuttle where they set the monkey up.
Yes.
We'll call it Sapiens Strike Back.
Ooh, Return of the Sapien.
Return of the Sapiens, right?
Yeah, that'll confuse the audience.
And the Sapiens will become some kind of Jedi order of apes in the universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sapiens 2. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
Apes of Wrath. Yeah, I like that. Apes of Wrath is pretty good.
No, Sapiens is better. No, not Apes
I think
of
we're
Wrath.
pretty. I think we're doing
Sapiens
pretty good.
at the gate.
Look at fucking Duke hoisting the ACC trophy
for the first time ever.
I got to be honest. ACC trophy is whack as fuck.
It is.
Just
Dude.
a
It looks like a fucking
football.
Space Needle.
By the way, y'all know
Sapiens. The Big Ten one is dope.
Sapiens means wise in Latin, right?
Ugly. It's got wood in it.
I gotta be honest. They're at Duke. The Duke team won. Why is there only like a couple people there? Like in Duke, did they have somewhere better to be on a Saturday
it's not
night?
Basketball.
Yeah, like wow.
They said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Like it's
our
like usually when they have a ceremony, like the whole field, the whole stadium is. I mean, look, when you saw Georgia beat Alabama tonight, that's not what this stadium looked like when they were giving away the trophy.
Yeah, but but Georgia's been there a million times, and it's in Georgia. Where is this championship at? Where is this championship at?
It's in Duke. It's Duke that won in their house.
Oh, it's their field?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh shit, it's at their field and I see why
we have to find some way. We have to find some way to incorporate man's best friend. So what happens is
Color's still on. Hold on, Tom. Color's still into the movie.
So what happens is after the invasion, a small band of Homo sapiens escapes the invasion and starts to travel the galaxy and they come across another planet where canines have become the sentient beings. And we get the canines to ally with us. So hold on. It's a
Called
joint
man's
force.
best friend.
Hold on. It's a joint force between Homo sapiens and werewolves that go retake the planet from the apes.
Like Star
Mm.
Fox.
Well, okay.
If
but
he looks like Star Fox or what is it, Star Wolf, then I'm down.
Well, but hold on.
But if it looks like fucking like,
And then there'll be
fucking-
like a
if it's a
final
fucking-
battle
it
between
better not be
the
a fucking
forces of
miniature
the Homo
poodle.
sapiens and the werewolf and the
It's gotta
dog
be like a
against
Great Dane
the,
or a
the
fucking
apes.
Irish Wolfhound.
Well, now hold up, boys. Are we forgetting? Like, didn't we send fucking dogs up into space at one point too?
I was
Like,
gonna say, I think we sent dog. I think Russia sent dogs, so we gotta be
I'm
careful.
pretty sure
That's what I'm saying.
dogs.
And
were-
we end up finding
These
this
dogs are
planet where they
fucking
became
escaping.
sentient. And since they love us, they become our allies. And we go
Yeah, well-
retake the planet with a dog human
not
ally
until
force
the dog
against the
until-
ape fascists that have
until the
taken
dog-
over our planet.
Yeah, well, color. That might be how episode 3 or episode 2
right.
ends.
That's the
how
final
episode
battle.
2
Right,
ends.
right.
Well, but episode 3 is man's best foe. When they find out that we sent dogs up there the
Yeah.
same way the apes found out, and they're
that's what-
insulted
no,
again.
That's for the spin-off series, Cap. That's for
Oh,
the
okay.
spin-off miniseries.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
on HBO Max.
All right, boys. Enough with you fools. I will fucking see you guys later. I appreciate everybody coming through, kicking it with us, and be here tomorrow for the game call. We're gonna try to go early and get to this college playoff bracket. We'll see you all next time. Fins up.